Go and subscribe, you shit.
What's up, people? Ladies, gentlemen, havers of cats, havers of children, lovers of dogs, lovers of squirrels. I'm back. After a not so brief hiatus. Anyway, hope you can hear me, because that was a great intro. Anyway, I'm still setting up, but I thought I would just go live on time, because why not? So I'm just gonna keep setting up, and if anyone's around, we can share it. Okay. I know that my background is not working over here, but you know what? I don't care right now. Oh wait, this is skew. We are continuing with Hasan versus Ethan today. It's been ancient, so I don't even know I'm gonna catch myself up, see what time I went to, and just hop right back into it. We just have to finish it. It doesn't have to be good. We just have to finish it. Toyota's not a sponsor. It's just Gordon's asleep, so it's cold. He puts the aircon on really low. Daisy, come and say hello. Yeah, I will make space for you so that... Come on. If the stream ends, it's Daisy's fault. Come on. That's it. Here's a girl, Daisy. Say hi. Okay. Can you go? Okay. The battle of intellectual titans. Yes. They are the titans of our time. Thinkers that we cannot even comprehend. So, we have to finish this. It's the most important debate of our lives. To finish. Of all of them. These are the ones we want. Hello, Sultan. Let's go here. And go here. Daisy's upset that I'm talking to you guys and not her. Yes, Daisy. I see you, my baby girl. I see you. Hey, Toots. Yes. I'm just going to make some... I was going to address my parents, but let's just not address it. Okay. Think of wild words, exclamation mark, quest, debate diagram 19. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We are finishing it, boys and girls. I don't care if you guys don't want to watch it. I have to finish it for myself. For my daddy ass self. Okay. Hello, Harry. Thank you. The most frightening thing that could happen is this Halloween. I told you, look how pale I am. Holy crap face. Okay, so let us try and do... Oh, yes. Windows that way. Skype stream, welcome. You have a sudden urge to buy a Corolla. No, you gotta buy a what's it? A Hilux. There's a gill. Wait, were we looking for the YouTube? The YouTubes. Anyway, happy Meowloween. Don't understand you people that call it Halloween. It's weird. Meowloween. It's always been Meowloween. Yeah. So just think on that. Okay, wait. I just need to get my... I'm trying to make conversation while I get set up. Was that, or we... or you just wait. I mean, you guys can just sit and wait with me. Yes, there is music playing. Is it pissing you off? It's very low. stop playing this. And you should go Windows, that's out. Thank you. And I don't need to see the chat. I need to see the transcript, please, and thank you. There we go. Hey, Kitty Chan, have a good stream. Shift Ace. Well, thank you very much, Carl, the original Shift Ace, the Kale. Thank you for that. Kitty, what are your thoughts on Hasan? Well, I haven't caught up on what he's been saying about the thing, so I can't really give my thoughts on that. But it's quite obvious. We can just go, Hasan, really? He's not an intellectual titan. That's all I'd say. Okay. Let us present screen. Now, this is interesting. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna turn off the music. Because I'm gonna be presenting my entire screen, so I'm gonna be sharing my my system audio. Not this one, this one. Okay. Lots of purple right now. Always purple. I love purple. Okay, guys. This debate. I tried to space it out nicely. But this spacing over here just makes it wild. But hey, that's X-Mind for you. Whatever it wants. There's been two major threads that have gone on in this debate. Well, there was this major thread that basically landed up. There's still, I think, who is the one that's speaking the most here? It's red is for Hasan. And we have several buzzword buffets. We get into some of the stuff. Basically, I want to see if I can summarize the two branches here, and then we can get back into it, because let's just have a look. Okay. I should just zoom out and then do it. Okay. The first thing is we go on this fact-finding journey, and then we get Hasan explaining what his vision of socialism is. And so there's Lenin, and then he talks about great revolutionary father. People say capitalism is an innovative. That was a stupid one. Sorry, let me just put this on. There you go. Sorry, ready to update? No. Thank you, Kaspersky. Very secure when you show yourself to everyone. Okay. Social democracy. So the best part of both world socialism and capitalism. This was Ethan trying to make a case for socialism, I suppose, and then of candy and praying that no kids knock on my door tonight. Sorry. I've actually got an open bag of candy, and it's almost 8 o'clock, and it's on a school night, so I don't think they're going to do it. They came over here on Saturday, and I had absolutely nothing. So I was hoping some would come today so I could feel better about myself. Oh, well. Can't really. Anyway. There actually isn't too much of a logical progression here. Social democracy is still, it's all like they gather around certain questions, and then it's about Hasan dodging the question and Ethan pushing him towards answering the question. That's basically it's the meta of this conversation, because we go, okay, he wants to ask, given a social democracy, what are the problems in a social democracy that we need socialism to address? What is it socialism does that social democracy doesn't do? So there's like the big main question. Maybe I'll change the shape of this to just have a bit of a reference. Like, okay, this is a big question for him. Cool. Then he goes, well, social democracy is still capitalism. So there we start arguing about that. So we're still waiting for this solution. Then it's just more questions of, okay, cool. So that was your answer about this. Let's just jump on to the next question. It's not actually a principled sort of topic that they go through, premises and things. It's just Ethan asks him quite thoughtful questions, and that just makes him run around. And it's just a runaround. Each thing is just a runaround. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to talk about that. And then we also get just a lot of the buzzwords. So I'm not really getting much. There's a detour. There's not, yeah. I'm finding it hard to even summarize what we're going through, because it's literally, it's just a bit of, it's a dialogue tree, this thing over here. I'm not satisfied with it, but I want to finish it. So low key kind of cringe. Did you just put all the words in, all the Gen Z words in there? Okay, so let's get to that. They had two threads of whatever, and then they do relate back. Look, we have relations back to each other, repeated. So those are repeated arguments. So we're getting a lot of whatever. Okay, when becoming a monopoly, blah blah. Let's get to where we were before. Let's get to around 35 minutes, and then we'll follow the diagram, and then she's going full evil. Exactly. So yeah, let's go to around 35, follow the diagram along, and then hopefully we can get back into the groove of this and get it done, because it has to be done. I have not finished, okay, a diagram in a very long time. Okay, so let's see. That is loading.
Provided for. I mean, in a sense, it's like, who are you to tell him he's being exploited?
Well, you're
again. I know you want to get.
Is that loud for you? Because my headset is
caught up on that.
It's not,
definition of that word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's what I would say.
God, dying Ethan over here. Okay, so if we go to in social democracy, set up the bumpers systems to do that. Bare minimum is supposed to only don't feel. I want to find the don't feel. Okay, there we go. You set up the bumpers. There we go. So we're over here. Okay.
Democracy, you set up the bumpers, you set up the systems where they have to do that. Well, that's the bare minimum they have to do.
Well, and then we go back to the erosion of the amenities.
I don't feel like that's a strong enough argument to say socialism is better.
No, as long as there is
like, this is his argument. Oh, erosion of the amenities. That just subtle stuff. He's just like, oh well, subtly it's still bad. Okay, subtly social democracy is still bad. So it's still capitalism. That was his whole argument. Okay, so let's see. He continues. He repeats the argument after.
As long as there is some kind of capitalist compensation in any sort of sector, they will always choose to monopolize. This is what most companies, like this is what every company does when they become a company, a corporation. They're Their goal is to inevitably become a monopoly. You can do.
Please give feedback on the audio, guys, if you cannot hear, if you're listening at all, if you're here.
That by rent seeking.
Well, so what? So what? If they still have to follow the rules.
Yes. So we're in this hypothetical.
No, when you are.
So Ethan is giving him a hypothetical where all the principles are applied perfectly, and he's got to defend this, defend whatever he wants to do, or he has to accept that Ethan's hypothetical is what he wants. Okay, so that's where we are.
When you are becoming a monopoly,
you
are either engaging in horizontal integration and expansion or vertical integration and expansion, mergers, acquisitions, and what Amazon has done, for example, in e-commerce is a great example of this. And when you get to that point, especially under a capitalist state that still has market reforms, you end up using the additional capital that you've accumulated in the form of profits from your workers
to lobby
the government and erode the safety nets.
But you're talking like it's a guaranteed. And again, I go back.
It's been a guarantee every single time.
And it's been a guarantee by the same metric that any socialist country devolves into.
That is quite a boom moment. Sorry, it's any socialist country goes into disaster. So that's pretty cool.
Disaster. I mean, it's not fair to put that out there like it's just given. Because on the other flip coin, you can say, this, like I mentioned, socialism. There's going to be people moving towards capitalism.
So socialist nation states.
So I'm just going to tell you the thing.
Too hypothetical.
Socialist nation states, however, historically, most of them at least, have not eroded or been destroyed due to like people who are just like, I want to be capitalist. Usually, those people are being goaded or supported, facilitated by a much more powerful nation that is using the inherent greed to their advantage to cause divisions. But the real material issues in socialist nation states, historical socialism, real socialism in the real world that has happened, has always been due to mishaps,
honey.
Famine, or
mishaps. Famine is a big mishap, guys.
Or the government exercising too much authoritarian control.
You could say the same thing.
These sorts of things are the real reasons as to why social nation states have failed.
Okay, so he does admit that they've gone too authoritarian, right? He admits that, but doesn't seem to think that this is a commonality. That these things come together to mean that communism is weak. It's conducive to that sort of authoritarian rule. It's more conducive than anything, any other system. All systems will tend towards tyranny, but that one really does get itself into tyranny quite quickly. The mishaps are my favorite part of that bit that he spoke about. Like, really? It's just mishaps. Damn socialist mishaps. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Necessarily their economic mode of production switching over to a more labor-focused economy. And then also, there are so many different types of socialist developments, like a socialist mode of production, that there is no like one absolute perfect one, and I'd be a liar if I told you I know which one it is. You know what I mean?
So like defend it, just defend it. So this is a cope, because it's just like, oh well, I'll just say that. Okay, and I think then we get to Ethan saying this.
So go back to the original question. Let's just ignore this theory that in social democracy, and I'll say this, obviously we have antitrust laws that are not good, that are not been effective in the least bit.
Yeah,
so
I would ask
something
you why.
You can regulate.
No, but I would ask
you. Okay, so he's trying this. Yes, the antitrust. Ethan is admitting that the antitrust is not good enough, but in his hypothetical, he's pretending that they're good enough and still asking. He's giving that to him. I just want to see the audio here. Good enough and still asking. He's giving. Damn it! Let me just go back a bit. Rule. It's more conducive than any. You guys can hear me. The mishaps are my favorite part of that. That's and you
necessarily their economic mode of production switching.
Seems okay. Okay. Anyway, okay, let us get some stuff going here. Something you can really, I'll say this, obviously we have antitrust laws that are no good, that have not been effective in the least, but yeah, that's something you can regulate. No, but I would ask you why. Well, because of, okay, so let's see.
I'll say this, obviously we have antitrust laws that are not original question.
Look, what is his original question now? Come back.
Let's just ignore this theory that in social democracy, and I'll say this, obviously we have antitrust laws that are not good.
So he started in social democracy, and then he thought of the attack that Hasan could come at him about antitrust laws, and then said, yeah, he knows that he like concedes that they're not good. Okay, then yeah, that's something you can regulate. So let's go. Where are we going with this?
That are not been effective in the least bit.
Yeah,
I would ask something
you why.
You can regulate.
No, but I would ask you why.
Well, because our government is.
Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Okay, so that's there. That thanks for asking a question, Hasan. I would ask you why. Asks. Well, I'm going to say, why are they not good? The antitrust laws good. Well, antitrust laws effective. Sorry, my mom cut my hair. It's still here. It's still little boy-ish, but I've got a clip, and yeah, I suppose it's a little oily, so we don't get to look at it. Why are the antitrust laws ineffective? Okay. Oopsie. Okay, you would ask why.
Super corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So can't we just say that the socialist governments are super corrupt, and then he'll just say, yeah, but socialism isn't corrupt. Let's see.
Why is the government corrupt?
Because people are inherently flawed.
Okay. So why are the antitrust laws ineffective? Because the government is corrupt. Why is the government corrupt? Okay, so yeah, we have an answer. Why is the government is corrupt? Why is the government corrupt? Okay, and then literally because people are inherently flawed. Okay, I'm really interested in where this goes, because what is Hasan's fix for the flawed people? No, come on, X-Mind. Keep it going. You can do it. It's stuck on here. Oh, God. Reloading. Okay. Okay, the Gilnig is corrupt. Copy star. A star. Stop. Sorry, guys. This is very enthralling stuff. Okay. Because people are inherently flawed. Mm-hmm.
You think the government's corrupt because people are inherently flawed? Corruption in
Yes.
that sense, I disagree with you there.
Some people.
Okay. So he disagrees with this point. I disagree with you there. Okay, why he disagree? Okay, tell us why.
Not all people.
No,
That's another thing I said.
I
People
know.
are inherently greedy and people lost their mind. Some people are.
The
Actually,
reason
I want to talk about that at better length, but go ahead.
that's actually a great take as well. We can cover that as well.
Yeah, I do want to.
I always butcher this quote, but I forget who it was.
Oh my god, why did you guys go off this? Okay, we get into quotes and shit. Come on, I just want you to tell us why you disagree, Hasan. Fuck's sake. And okay, so
Talk about that at better length, but go ahead.
That's actually
That's another thing I said.
I
People
know.
are inherently
no
greedy
wonder I finished this. I like gave up at this point.
and people lost their mind. Some people are.
The
Actually,
reason
I want to talk about that at better length, but go ahead.
that's actually a great take as well. We can cover that as well.
Yeah, I do want to.
I always butcher this quote, but I forget who it was. It might have been Mark Fisher, might have been someone else. But assuming that greed is inherent in human nature under a capitalist organization of the economy is like assuming the black lung is inherent
I'm not
in human
saying
nature
capitalist.
if you work at the fucking coal mine.
Okay, wow. Okay. I disagree. Assuming butchered quotes, I'm going to say. Butchered quotes. Assuming that greed is inherent in human nature of the economy is like assuming the black lung is at a coal mine. Okay. Like assuming at a coal mine. Is like, I just want to go, is like, press enter here, you fuck. Thank you. Is like, assuming the black lung is inherent in human nature. Okay, so basically that you're in an environment that is conducive. So he's having the same arguments. He's saying you're in an environment that is conducive to greed, capitalism. Therefore, that's the problem. Okay, so you're assuming just because one bad system can breed a certain breed greed, that doesn't mean that it's inherent to human nature. So he thinks that if you just put humans in a different system, it's fine. It's not that that's an inherent trait. He thinks that humans can they not find greed in any system? That he thinks that greed is he trying to say that greed is simply a capitalist thing? If we just got rid of we can't get rid of greed. Greed and capitalism are not the same thing. Okay, let's see what happens.
Fine.
See, that's not a good analogy.
Because no, you're
Am I-
right.
That's not a good analogy. You see, I love also the way Ethan has such an attitude with him. He's just, see, that's not a good analogy. Like the tone of it is scrumptious. I enjoy it. Thank you. That's not a good analogy. Okay, why is it not a good analogy? Not good analogy. Okay, and what I want from here is for it to go as an under thing. Tree map. Oh, brace map. Okay, not a good analogy. Tell me.
Opinion.
Greed is a part of it. Self-interest is a part of it. Not greed necessarily, but self-interest is a part of human existence. Why we have built societies and how we've done it. However,
oh, self-interest is okay. So he will agree that self-interest is a thing. So he's just playing with the words. I hate this. Okay, so wow, let's play with the words. It's not a good analogy, but then he'll go ahead and say, because no, greed is part of it. Self-interest is part of it, not greed necessarily. Necessarily. Can we separate self-interest and greed? Is that possible? Is that a possible logical thing for us to do?
It's a biological survival mechanism.
However,
if we didn't have self-interest, we wouldn't survive as a species.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
You're absolutely.
Oh, I'm dying to just run away from this. I don't want to do this anymore.
Absolutely correct. My argument always, and many Marxist arguments actually, have always been around individualism and self-interest, and how socialism, as a matter of fact, creates.
I hate this so much. I hate this even. It's like I actually can't go. I need to. We can't do full debates anymore. I'm not able. Should we go? I don't know. Maybe I'll go for an hour and then see if I can just edit my diagram and see how it goes. If I can actually identify, because I feel like I've just mapped their conversation. I haven't mapped the reasoning because there's not much reasoning going on. So yeah, I'm not satisfied with this, but listen, I've only gone 1 minute more into this debate than before. Hey Nova, what's up? Funny, all the anti-capitalist people all live in capitalist societies, like all the KKK members living in the African Congo. Yeah, that that's an analogy we can go with. Jeez. Okay, so we've got here. I think this is a major point, though. That he's saying self-interest and greed are not the same thing. Or they're not. Yes, they're not the exact same thing. Caring about yourself is not greed. Okay, but greed, self-interest is necessary for greed, and self-interest cannot be taken away. You can't remove self-interest. Greed just happens because of it. Because you can't take away one, you won't take away the other. The only thing you can do is police that. You can try to make sure people are not assholes. That's all you can do. And the further you go, the closer you get to socialism, the closer you get to authoritarianism. It's not, well, in order to hate black people, there have to be black people around. Oh, okay, yes, yeah, that does work. I'm late. You are late. Not cool, Andrew. Expelled. You've just missed me go. I just don't want to. I don't want to so hard. I don't want to, but I have to. Hey, Galente.
It's more opportunities for individual liberties for the person.
It didn't survive as a species.
I don't
survive as a biological survival
exactly.
mechanism.
And this is before the thing, right, guys? This is all before it. This is before the split, before all of that stuff. This was the normal leftovers podcast.
However,
if we didn't have self-interest, we would never we
necessarily, but self-interest is a part of human existence. Why we have built societies and how we've done it. However,
is a biological survival.
So they agree with each other here. Biological survival. I'm going back and we'll catch up. Yeah, there's not much that's happened, so you'll catch up quite quick. Biological survival. I'm going to say instinct. Okay.
Survival
Exactly.
mechanism.
However,
If we didn't have self-interest, we would never, we wouldn't survive as a species.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. Biological survival. If we didn't, wouldn't survive as a species without it. Service survive as species without it. He doesn't disagree, but he doesn't agree either. So he doesn't disagree. I should actually be like, doesn't disagree. Disagree. That is a smart jacket. Thank you. It is very, very smart. I'm just very cold. Yeah, no, I can't keep it all the way up. It's because Gordon's gone sleepies. So when he goes to sleep, he puts the aircon on pretty low. How inconsiderate. I just noticed that's Toyota. Yes, what's wrong with Toyota? Oh, is that what makes it smart? Not a sponsor. But we love Toyota. Okay. Doesn't disagree. Hasan doesn't disagree. I want to put a notation in. No, none of that. Note. What does it look like? Doesn't disagree. No, but then it goes away. I don't like that. Boo! Topic. Task. Cool. Anyway. Okay, that it wouldn't survive a species without it. As a species without it. Cool. He doesn't disagree about that. Thank you, Hasan. You don't disagree. Doesn't disagree. Don't disagree. So but that, yeah, he agrees. Doesn't. Okay, let's go. Continue.
You're absolutely correct. My argument always, and many Marxist arguments actually, have always been around individualism.
Individualism? My Marxist arguments oh geez, individualism, like, give me the arguments though, don't tell me what's in there. Okay, like, explain the argument. Individualism, self-interest. So he's like, haha, it's the same, it's fine. Mine are based around. Tell me how they differ from capitalism. How do they change? How do they take away the greed?
And self-interest, and how socialism, as a matter of fact, creates more opportunities for individual liberties for the person. It's only been sold.
It creates more opportunities for liberalism. But how do you deal with the greed, sir? You are not talking about the same thing. Oh, God. Thoughts about Hasan. Is there anything to think about with this person? Sheesh. Self-interest. Oh.
And told to people as though it is, this
Self-interest. Socialism brings more opportunity. You know what? I can't diagram here. I can't diagram his logic because I actually can't say here is his premise and here is his conclusion, because he's just giving you conclusions and then giving you differently worded conclusions to give you as premises. It's not making sense. Okay, socialism brings more opportunity. Like, that's why he says all the things, but he doesn't put them in the right order to make sense of them or to make them work. And he thinks by just mentioning them all, we'll put them in place and it will all come together and we will all join him and he will be our great leader. Okay, so it's all people as though, you know, this great socialism brings opportunity for individual liberty. This is the third time he's spoken about this. Okay, apparently socialism is liberalism, guys. Socialism is a liberal thing. It's all about the freedom with socialism. It's just been sold. Okay, so here we go. Instead of giving me actually why it gives you more opportunity for liberalism, he's just going to say, I'll put this because, I'm going to put this in here because, and I'll put it in yellow because I'm bringing in a logical operator here. Let's put the color as this. Oh, that's the other border. Yeah. Full color. Yeah. Because for individual liberty to tell people as though this is gray brutalist. Gray. It's been sold. Or because, as in, despite it being sold. So, despite. I wouldn't say quote that. Despite. Because meaning, he's using it as, he's saying despite, but he is using it as if it is a because. Okay? That's what I'm saying. This is not good enough. He's trying to make this despite. I'm going to say making a despite into despite because. Oopsie. Hi, Lucifer, GM. Okay, makes it despite into a because. It's been sold as brutalist, brutal, and what?
This gray brutalist architecture, city blocks. You have to, do your government mandated fact creates more opportunities for individual liberties for the person. It's only been sold and told to people as though it is, this gray brutalist architecture, city blocks.
I'm actually going to, and I'm going to put this at 1.5. So when Catru gets to it, it's going to 1.25. It's going to go very, very fast. Lucifer, you racist. Yes, because you says GM. I'm also racist because I said GM. Despite because I just want to also note here that he's not telling us how socialism gives those opportunities. He's saying, trust me, bro. Okay. Cool. It's been sold as and then he goes brutalist architecture. Government mandated. So it's all been drilled. Didn't you know GM is an anti-black person phrase? Yes. It's supposed to be, but I think that's bollocks.
You have to, do your government mandated coal mining job or whatever the fuck. But the ultimate goal has always been to open up more individual liberties. I'll give you an example of.
The ultimate goal is for individual liberties. Okay, so he's saying, but the ultimate goal is for but the ultimate goal is opening up individual liberties. Okay, so now he's going to give us examples.
Socialization that you and I both agree with, right? Healthcare. Nationalize healthcare or socialize medicine.
Okay, so, and these are his examples. So now he does go and get Chintzia. Look, he gave us his examples. Of what it really is. This is what it really is, guys. This is what he really means. Not your government mandated coal job. Okay? Socialization that you both agree. Give you an example of social.
But the ultimate goal has always been to open up more individual liberties. I'll give you an example of socialization that you and I both agree with, right? Healthcare. Nationalize healthcare or socialize medicine in general gives you more liberties as a person that you can.
Okay, examples of, okay, gives you more, well, examples of things that give you more liberty. Okay, let's go. Come, not yet. And I will do this. Let's do. Okay, we're going to have socialized health care. Nationalized health care. So I'll go nationalized. Because Game Master has harkens back to slavery. Oh, Game Master? Yeah, okay. Is that why? Isn't it just because Pepe the Frog says GM? I miss my GM mates on Twitter, man. There would just be lots of people GMing. You just have a frog. Anyway. Nationalized healthcare. Okay. Gives you more liberties as a person, that you can actually leave your job. Okay.
Actually leave your job.
That would happen in social democracy as well.
Yes. However, as a person, that you can actually leave your job.
That would happen in social democracy as well.
If you what?
Yes. Or liberties as a person, that you can actually leave your job.
That would happen in social democracy as well.
Yes. However, like I've said, there has to be the countermeasures in social democracy.
Oh, that's a problem. I knew I needed it. Thank you, Andrew. I needed a facelift. What facelift? What's happening? Am I missing messages? Interesting. Okay. Democracy. Like the capitalist forces. I still don't get you, Hasan. Has Andrew made you look pretty? Oh, in AI art? Okay. Okay, so anyway, like I've said, there's can't measure the job. In social. Okay. So he's saying, so nationalized healthcare, so you can leave your job. I'm gonna go. So you can leave your job underneath the end brackets. And I'll just say if hurt, I suppose. Please watch Shameless. See what happens with that. Okay. Okay, if you're hurt. Hi, Lucy. Happy Meowloween. Okay. So you can leave a job. Did I say hello to you, Lucy? Anyway. If you so you can leave a job, okay, and that's freedom. But then boom, we've got so now what happens is he is going to say no, you have to be logic short, sorry for me. Logic short. Okay. Ethan goes, that would happen in hey my baby. Food is in the microwave. Happen in social democracy. Yeah, meow. Janice just finished moving now to clean. Oh, enjoy. Enjoy, Galente. Congratulations. Okay, so that would happen in social democracy, apparently. So it's like he's saying, that's not, that is what Ethan is saying is this virtue you're giving this is, it would still happen in my social democracy. So this is not a virtue of socialism. So I'm going to put that in there as a commentary. No, under. Whoopsie. Just interpreting what the man is saying. I've just lost my train of thought because I just saw Lucy saying, hurry, catching up 17 minutes behind, catching up at 2 times. Okay, well, I'm not doing much, so you don't even need to catch up. Okay, that would happen in social democracy. This, Ethan, means this isn't good enough argument for socialism. It applies to his world, his ideal world. Ethan, oh no, not Ethan, Hasan, agree, has to show how his is better. Different and better. Okay, so what does he do? How does he show us it's different and better?
That would happen in social democracy as well.
Yes. However, like I've said, there has to be the counter.
Yes, however. So he's agreeing, but tell me what's new.
Measures in a social democracy are the capitalist forces are significantly more powerful because ultimately the state.
So again, oh my God, the circle continues. Jeez. So he's like, well, socialist again. This is the repeat. I'm gonna put the dotted line, Oaks. Sorry if there's a fire alarm that comes in. I will mute and I will dance. Wait, there might be children for Halloween. Let me see. I'm checking the hallway. BRB. Nah, it's a loud kid. It's just a loud kid. Nothing interesting. Sorry, Lucy, maybe in a few years. Oh, Lucy's gonna double Hasan. I don't think we can. Happy Spoopy Ween, everybody. Yes, happy Spoopy Ween. Wait, I think I should get the sweets in case so that I'll be prepared. Just hold on. Still can't see it. This is why I wanted background music. Anyway, kids trick or treat in Dubai. Yeah, they did. They did on the weekend. They did, but we just didn't have any. So I don't know if there's some kids from this neighborhood now that will be going floor to floor. The Halloween in Dubai. Yeah, they do. They put little things in the stores and stuff. It's a what's the name? What do you call it? Secular sort of holiday. So it happens. It goes about. So happy Halloween. I suppose I should have put my cat ears on. And I did almost buy a little Alice band thingy to put on for you guys, but I was like, that's a waste of money, Chinsia. Don't do that. So I didn't. I'm very good. Maybe if we were in a socialist utopia, I could have something like that. I would have government issued cat ears. So that would be great. Anyway, democracy, I would like the capitalist forces significantly above. Oh, the capitalist forces. We're going back. Told you I'm going to do the line. I'm not lying. Okay? I'm going to do the line. The capitalist forces are strong. So he's saying his is better. Okay? This is how he's saying it's better. Stronger in a social. Look, we said the same argument. Too offensive. Halloween would be outlawed, wasn't it? It was. There's actually a video that cancelled Halloween in certain school districts. I mean, stores sell shit on Halloween, yeah, but no actual traditions. Oh yeah, there's no look, the tradition is imported from America, the tradition of trick-or-treating. It's definitely just an American thing that people brought over. South Africa also does Halloween, even though it's not really part of, it's just something to do. It's just Halloween. It's just an export. Or import, I suppose. The capitalist forces are stronger in a social democracy. So we heard that argument before. I don't know. Let's just go to wherever I wrote repeat. Okay, so here's a repeat. Do you see? Repeated. Let's get another. Shall I just copy paste? Copy. Okay. Would you give me another line? Okay, I'm going to just put a. Gosh, I'm going to have to get all the way from here. Guys, see how tiny this has to go? Because you guys speak this much shit. This much shit is what you spoke, Hasan and Ethan. Okay? Repeat. Where has he said it before? Capital accumulation always erodes the social democratic state. So this is there. We're just back on this hell ride. Repeat. I just want to write the word. Thank you. Oopsie. Am I being censored? PC, you might have been. Shall I go into the other? Because I can't get all the chat, so I suppose I can bring up my YouTube chat and see. Just bring that up separately, in case, so I can see all of it. Hi, bloviating beluga. I love your name. That's a great name. I'm starstruck because everyone knows a bloviating beluga. I guess socialism jokes were stepping on some toes. Well, I wouldn't see them before that it is decided that they are stepping on toes. I'm just gonna oopsie, don't show me this. Don't show me my stream. Shut up. Don't. There we go. All live chat. pop out chat. Okay, and that's going to be over here. And that will be over here. Kitty, do you want any of the new set AI art? Probably all of them. No, I need to. I'll have to look through them. They all look good, so I don't want to keep saying, oh. So let's see. Am I being censored? Yeah, so it took all of them. No, stop. And also, when you pop out chat, I popped out live chat. And then it automatically opened top chat. Fucking shit. Don't worry about me. I'm mostly just making jokes, but I like the jokes. That's what I read chat for. You guys are funny. Another example of all messages superior. Exactly, Galente. And Galente, that means Galente is on mobile. If you are on mobile, you should be putting it to all messages because it puts on mobile, it doesn't say top chat and live chat anymore. It will have all messages or top messages or something like that. You have to say all messages. So you might think you're on live chat, but within live chat, you have to say all messages if you're on mobile. PC master race, I suppose. Literally PC. He's in the chat. He's a master. Tiamat, I heard this love relationship came to an end. Yes, it did. There's like 9 of us. Does live versus top matter? And it does, in fact, still say live and top. Yeah. No, it still does. Sometimes it's insane. I don't know why. Even with a small chat, a small number of chat, it does make a difference. I swear. People get cut out. It's like, so? Yeah. Anyway, Hasan back Gaza, then Ethan back Israel. Yeah. And then they split up. But I am back in the past days before all of this. See, I do all messages and topple berry stuff. Yeah, it does. Because you message more than once in like 30 seconds. It's like, oh, that's spam. I'll just take that out. Stupid, you exactly. Okay, so that's another repeat. Thanks for the repeat, Hasan. We're learning so much. Let's see if we go anywhere near.
Democracy the capitalist forces are significantly more powerful because ultimately the state is still operating as a capitalist state. That is still the norm.
So I think we're having like a kind of just like a disconnect, or not a disconnect, but maybe at an impasse on that idea. But
yeah, you're in an impasse because you've done 2 big loops. Here's your loops. Okay, you go like this. Poof. Okay, so you went there, and then you went yep, and then you go yep, and you go back. So that's about three circles. This is the Holy Trinity. I hope we are done with it. Can we please go to the next branch of your wonderful I love socialism logic, please?
But I'll say, I want to give you a specific example because this is interesting to me. Let's just take this workplace as an example because we're all familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my career.
Ethan's ticks at 1.5 speed is crazy.
Here, 10 plus years ago. And I was successful by myself with 0 employees.
Yes.
I made a lot of money. I did well for myself. And then, 5 years ago into my career.
Did you ever get back with Destiny that referenced you on the diagram job? I don't think he was referencing me. I should put my email on my YouTube. I'll do that. But yeah, it's I don't think so, but we will. The next one we will do is for Destiny. It will be a Destiny debate. So, what is your favorite Destiny debate? And obviously not the Blair White Destiny debate because that was a discussion. Did Hasan and Ethan get a divorce finally? I think they still, yeah. It would have been amazing, Lucy. Yeah, he said something that somebody was diagramming their debate and then a debate and then moved on to the next one. But the thing is, he said he. But then again, boys and girls, as Pappy said earlier, my hair was boy's hair, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he might have just seen it. He thought, oh, that's a boy doing that. This guy was doing that, so maybe he was referencing me. That's great. But yeah, he gave me an idea of the way to word it because he called it debate logic, and I didn't put that as a tag previously, so I'll keep putting that on. But yeah, he could think I'm a guy. Come on, boys. And maybe he didn't hear. Oh wait, no, maybe he heard my voice and he was like, "Oh, that little 15-year-old boy, he's good. I need to employ." I don't know. Destiny and Mola talked about fair use a little bit ago. Okay, that would be nice. Oh yes, then I can listen to Mola's voice. Oh, that would be great. Also, guys, just I don't know. I was half listening to open bar, and somebody was like, I'm sure everybody says it like at least once a stream that Mola should read read a Critical Drinkers book, do the audio book for him. That would be cool. Do Sneakover's Destiny. Darling, are you for real? Hey, haha, XDDDD, who's probably the same. Wait, Kitty, you're not a boy? I'm sorry, guys. I know that my voice may be deep and sonorous, and I might have a beautiful jawline. I mean, a handsome jawline. Gordon, do I have a handsome jawline? He's so grumple. Well, I love you. To be fair, at this point, I'm here for the accent. Yeah, not listening to what's happening. Hi, Dorcas. Also, guys, if you have not, let me get the link here. If you have not subscribed to Dorcas's channel, then what are you doing? And well, it's to both Dorcas. Dorcas is just Dorcas's channel, but then also let me go to the community tab here. What is the stream? I'm a closeted trans woman in Germany. Well, you're not very closeted if you're telling us here. Hold on, I'm just going to get here. Let's get this link. Please, can you? There we go. I just came out. Well, congratulations. You don't need to pull it up because I check out the AR channel, but check out the AI. My computer's probably going to freak out. I'll just put. Anyway, the point is what we are doing here. Let me just put the link here so you guys can see. I mean, it isn't just for me, but this is what's happening on the No One Asked You, a podcast no one asked him to start. Dorcas has started his podcast, and guess who features? We are doing a Mistborn. We're doing book club basically, okay? And Dorcas is as much of a diagram nerd as me, so we are diagramming the book too. He is diagramming the book actually, and so yeah, go and subscribe. And he doesn't go through the diagram or anything like on the thing. We just talk about it. Read along with us if you like. No one asked us, but we're doing it anyway. I mean, he asked me, so does that work? I don't think no one asked you, but actually Dorcas asked me, but nobody asked Dorcas to ask me. So it's off brand, but just sub, okay? The thumbnail is amazing. Isn't it awesome? Yeah. You're loving it. Okay, well, chapter 2 is coming out. Chapter 1, sorry, is coming out on. Just go and put yourself there down to wait for it. It'll be Sunday the 5th. It will come out. It's a catchy name. It's right. He's good, isn't he? It's a catchy name. Cool. Let's get going. I'm doing 2 new videos with diagrams. You've infected me. Yes. Diagrams are great. Okay, let me just sneak peek, guys. I'll just put this here. Let me just go here. Just to help you out. Intermission. Wait, actually, that's I'll do this way. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. So look, we'll have a look over here. I'll duplicate you. And I'll show you the diagrammatic prowess of Dorcas. I'm gonna have to wait a bit before switching alt. Yes, thank God you don't speak aloud to yourself either. Trans woman from Cowardly Lion. Okay. Here is it should be Mistborn has its own thingy. So this is what we go through, guys. Just a little self-promotion here for us. We do this. This is all Dorcas, guys. He is a diagrammer. Dorcas the diagrammer. No, I've already signed in, you shit. Oh my God, it wants me to sign in every time I look at this. But anyway, you'll have a look. I've shared the diagram. Well, I haven't yet because I haven't finished transcribing basically Dorcas's diagram of the things. I will share them on the Discord, and if you guys would like to join the Discord, please don't use alternative accounts. And yeah, be a good boy, and then we can all get along. It's a cat. Okay, cool. Let's go. So that was the end of the intermission. Subscribe, you shits. I mean, I don't know how Dorcas would say it, but I will say subscribe, you shits. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Let's get back into it.
I made the podcast, which obviously you all are watching now. So,
oh shit!
Let's say
I just minimized the entire chat. Hold up. I'm blind. I shits it fits. Okay, hold on.
We go back to 10 plus years ago. To a specific example, because this is interesting to me. Let's just take this workplace.
Okay. So yeah, we're back at the same loop. When do we stop? Is there a rule that we're like, okay, it circles this many times, let's not continue? But okay, fine, let's go.
As an example, because we're all familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
So like a kind of just like a disconnect.
Like I've said, there has to be the countermeasures in a social democracy. The capitalist forces are significantly more powerful because ultimately the state is still operating as a capitalist state that is still
the state is still capitalist, still operates. Okay, cool. So that's his biggest argument. Again,
the norm.
So I think we're having like a kind of just like a disconnect, or not a disconnect, but maybe at an impasse on that idea. But what I'll say, I want to give you a specific example because this is interesting to me.
We're at an impasse. Thank you for identifying the impasse. Okay, cool. Well done for doing that. Hi, Will. Screer. Not a what's the name? Not a I can't figure out the word. I was gonna say not a Sasquatch, but that's because it's not a not yeah, it's so weird. Here of his own volition. There we go.
Let's just take this workplace as an example because we're all familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my career.
Bird. Which word? Hostage. That's the one I was looking for. Daisy. She was trying to go out. Daisy tried to jump out the window. Hey?
10 plus years ago, and I was successful by myself with 0 employees.
Yes.
I made a lot of money. I did well for myself.
So he wants to do an example. Is this going to? Let's give it another branch over here. Hopefully this doesn't lead us to the same. So we're going back. We're going somewhere else now. Let's hope we're going somewhere else. Here's another one. Okay. Oops. No, I want it down here. Take this and put it here. Oh my gosh, Xmind today. Okay. And we will go, okay, this is like the other chapter, 43.05. 43.05. Example. Full of Ethan. After the impasse is recognized. Okay, I'm going to make that a squircle so we can identify it. Okay, what happens next? What is the example? Tell us. Okay, because we're familiar with it. So I started my career 10 plus years ago and I was successful by myself with 0 employees. Okay. Ethan, successful with 0 employees. Okay. 10 years ago. I don't know if that's relevant. Okay. I did well for myself, and then 5 years ago into my career, I made the podcast, which obviously you are all watching now. So let's say we go back to 5 years ago when I hired Dan as a freelance. Okay, hired Dan 5 years ago.
5 years ago into my career, I made the podcast, which obviously you all are watching now. So let's say we go back to 5 years ago when I hired Dan as a freelance. You started as like a consultant.
Yeah, or freelancer. Yeah.
And obviously you moved to full time, and I'll get to that.
Yeah.
So
Okay, freelancer. Consultant. Okay.
He started as like a freelance consultant. So what would be a fair way of compensating him for that?
In your situation, it's like, what is the most like socialist way of doing it? Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, because that's
Give me an example. How do we socialize Ethan's thing? Bruh, I'll take anything people want to call me. What's happening? It's me, Katru. Oh. Ethan had some funny videos. I don't know. I was never a fan of Ethan. Sorry. Just never happened for me. I don't know. Was I too busy watching Good Mythical Morning? Was I too busy watching, I don't know, Powerpuff Girls? It's a while ago. No, it's not that long ago. But I did. How do I be a good socialist, Hasan? Yes, Katru doesn't exist. He can't hurt you. He can, especially Katru with horns. It's very scary, very spooky. Okay. Am I yelling? Oh, she is yelling. But like, I hope it didn't go peak. Anyway, let us continue. It's good enough.
Yeah,
what
okay.
we're talking about, right?
It would be profit sharing. What
So
that
I
means
just-
is
Okay, so a freelance consultant, what would be the free way to do it? The best way to do it? Would be the the most socialist way compensates him. Okay, and that would be profit share. Wow. Okay. So the socialist way of doing it is that when you're asking, well, yeah, because that's what I'm. Okay, situation. Freelancer. So he started a freelance and pick. In your situation.
Yeah. So he started as like a freelance consultant. So what would be a fair way of compensating him for that?
in your situation, it's like, what is the most like socialist way of doing it? Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, because that's what we're talking about, right?
It would be
Sorry, I missed that. He's like, yeah, that's what we're talking about, you little shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's the question I'm asking. Holy shit. Of course, that's what we're talking about.
Sharing.
Anyway, sorry, I know it's not that important.
So
that means is socialist way of doing it. Is that what you're asking?
Well, yeah, because that's what we're talking about, right?
It would be profit sharing. What
So
that means is
So this is interesting.
so
Hold on.
this is interesting. You're right. Because
Yeah.
this is actually the most
They both have to say it's interesting.
difficult aspect, in my opinion, of like trying to create the most ethical way of existing under a capitalist organization of the economy while you are also productive, and you're doing like an owned and operated media company where you are the product.
So I hired Dan as
Okay, so he's trying to say that you're trying to be ethical under. You're already inherently flawed. This is me just putting my what I think he's doing. He's already saying you're inherently flawed. So so this is just not you're unethical from the beginning. So this is not going to work out. But let's see how we go about this. What we do. Way of existing under capitalism. Difficult aspect. I don't care. You don't need to tell me how difficult it is. Tell me the answer, because you're supposed to fix everything and tell us how to be socialists. This is interesting. Yes, you're right. This is interesting. Beep, 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 beep. Difficult aspect, in my opinion. Create most ethical way of existing. It's difficult. So it's difficult to exist. I'm just going to say hedges. C. Hedges by saying it's difficult to be ethical system. Okay, so he's just like, oh, well, it's difficult, and then to help us get things. Products, okay, also productive, and you're doing like an owned and operated.
Also productive.
So all he said there is it's difficult. It took him very long to say that. It took me very long to figure out that that's all he was saying.
You're doing like an owned and operated media company where you are the product.
So I hired Dan as a consultant.
Yeah.
Just to help us out to get things.
And I have hired people as well.
So then we're.
Oh, and I've hired people as well. And
profit sharing with him. How much profit am I sharing with him?
So the way I.
Yes, that's the thing. Profit share. Does it just go 50-50? And then if we get someone else, then what do we go? 33.33333% each, and then we just keep dividing it all the way down? Is that how we're supposed to do it? Is that the only way? And is that still fair then?
I do it, and I think this will be I mean, this is instructive for many others as well. The way I do it, like the most ethical way to do it, is basically try to make an assessment. Sure, there's market considerations.
Jesus, he still hasn't answered the fucking question. And we are on 1.5 speed, I will have you know. He still hasn't He still hasn't given us the answer. If I had to pick my poison, Hasan is better than Vouch or Destiny. Oh, I'd prefer Destiny, sorry. I don't think I could. I can't stomach Vouch very long, and actually I can handle Destiny most of the time. We have to find your worst Destiny debates, and then I'll do that one. Because I so far I'm okay with Destiny's, and even his reactions to debates I've been okay with. Hasan's thoughts are so big that it takes a lot of time for them to come out. Listen, I have big thoughts too, and they take a long time to come out, and they require 4 other people on the panel to help me figure them out, okay? So I can't really be that judgmental, but also I'm that judgmental.
On the one hand, like what the normal wage would look like, but that is like the minimum. You know what I mean? That is like the minimum. That is the worst possible amount to pay someone in the form of wages, in my opinion.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well. What? Where did we get this? Profit sharing. Okay.
Help us out to get things.
And I have hired people as well.
So then I'm profit sharing with him. How much profit am I sharing with him?
So the way I do it, and I think this will be. I mean, this is instructive for many others as well. The way.
Okay. The way he does it. Okay. The way Hasan does profit share, which, as we would know going into this, we would go, we expect Hasan to be as socialist as possible, right? Because he should live by his principles. Cool. The way Hasan does profit share. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm going to do it this way. Daisy girl, go in a bit. Go in a bit, dude. Go in a bit. Go in a bit. Go up in a bit, mommy. Go on. Go on. Go in a bit. Don't put your bum here. Come on. Come. Come on. No? She has to just step on everything. Ah! Thank you, Daisy. Really appreciate it. Is everyone still here? Jesus. And this laptop's pretty heavy. So Kat wants to help on the keyboard. So she says GVF, bitches. Daisy says GVF. Wait, let me take that out. Okay, X. I'm gonna put Daisy's commentary in here. Oh my god, am I gonna have to log in again? Thanks, Daisy! Daisy destroys in the cutest way. Steve does. Steve's a cute little mom. Hey, you're a cute little girl. And you won't go on a beat. Okay, so we need to get... Sorry, Daisy, I will put your... What do you think Daisy's trying to say here, guys? Oh my god, it's still not letting me edit here. Hello! I have to sign in again. Jesus. Yeah, let's just take this off for a sec. And I have to log in again. Thanks, Daisy. My cat does that too, and cats will demand attention at the worst time. Yeah, because it's like, how dare you have anything else other than me to be interested in? It just doesn't make sense. And how dare you require me to be in a certain part of the desk? What? That's wrong. Oh my gosh. Did I not spell it right? Fuck you. Did somebody... Oh my god, did somebody hack me? Failed to connect to Xmind server. Oh my god, have I broken Xmind? Guys, I've broken Xmind. Hasan broke Xmind. Daisy broke Xmind. Who broke it? Xmind is gone. Can you guys get onto Xmind? Is it undergo? I don't know. I'm going to go to down detector. Down detector Xmind. Couldn't find the company you're looking for. Well, then I should be able to go to... No, Xmind works. It should be just try xmindworks.now. And then it's given me... It should be... No, motherfucker. If somebody has, I'm going to fucking lose my shit. People have stream snipers, then there's me who's just trying to make a fucking nerdy diagram and then somebody tries to get into my account. No, I don't think so. Daisy, what did you do? Okay, let's see if it goes the other way. Got another account. Failed to log into Xmind server. Let's see what it's saying on Twitter. Daisy deleted your account. No. Which dastardly bastard had hacked the cat? Yes, as if somebody hacked the cat, I would lose my shit. Even more so. You want to hear some language? Okay, and that's basically all I can do is swear at people. That's all I have. Let me check it out. Xmind. Xmind people. Sharing spooky map created with Xmind. Create your Halloween mind map and join our Discord. Oh, there's an Xmind Discord, boys and girls. Share our social media using hashtag Xmind Halloween and tag Xmind. Hi, Xmind. Can you just work, maybe? I'm trying one more time. Let's raid their Discord. No, don't. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. Disavow. Disavow. Okay. I'm going to screenshot this. Is this I'm going to say, is this a trick? I'll give you a treat or something silly like that, okay? Oh, what a beautiful. Wow. I love the Xmind. But anyway, I'm going to reply to them and be like, cool, nice. Okay. Go and like my tweet, guys. Go like and retweet my tweet. So we can figure out what happened. no blue checkmark simps, no fix. Maybe I should swear at people. That's a cool trick. Catechin Skywalker. What about blue wrenches, Hydra? We have those. Yeah, go and throw your blue wrenches. All the cats are in the Marvels movie. I want to watch that. I'm going to try go to a completely new browser. Anyway, how you guys doing? Wait. I want another. Happy Halloween. Hi, Jeff. Okay, I'm going to Xmindworks on my other account. Not that it'll be there. Making AI art for Lucy. That's cool. It's a Halloween curse. Yeah. Failed to connect to Xmind server. Please try again later. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What happens if you guys go to the diagram link in the description? If one of you guys will go and do that, what actually happens? This is annoying. I can make a new one. I can like start some stuff. Still nothing from Xmind, because, you know, they are supposed to be waiting on me. It has been snowing today a lot for the first time this fall. Well, things fall from the sky and fall lolsies. Actually, no, this is the wrong one. Let's go here. Okay. Try sign in. I'm angry. I'm jealous of snow. Way jealous. I'm jealous of the rain in South Africa. I'm jealous of the rains down in Africa. I pressed sign in. Sir, madam, have I been kicked out of... Am I going to have to go back to Miro? Hydra, you're the hacker, man. Have you done something? Clean login. Yeah, I've tried a clean login. I'm going to go into see if anything's changed. Dropbox. No. Tons of D&D. Yeah. Different browser. Let's try a different browser. I haven't tried a different browser, so let's go. Let's do Edge. Xmind. I can confirm Xmind is down. I can't log in either. Yay! But also, I broke it. Hasan? Who Daisy or Hasan? Who are we gonna blame? Hey, Vinvint. Actually, I'm more having a Tuesday that doesn't feel like a Tuesday. Actually, it's more well, you know what? Yeah, hacker man. Because she just so how is everyone doing? Well, we're not doing well. What we're not, you didn't say what we're doing, but we're not diagramming. I guess we'll just have to go back to old React. But I do have Xmind on this computer. And I can continue mapping just as a new map and then copy paste as we go on. Let's do a timeline. Or is it a concept map? Central topic. We'll try it like this. Oh, mama. Did you guys hear Axie? Is he a good boy? Mind map. Trying to change. I don't know if I can change the background color. Cancel. Yeah. Cool. Kitty, yeah, Kitty's back up late and woke up on Tuesday. Well, that's what happens when Xmind just yeets itself. It's like, you know what? How's about no? Not that Hasan versus Morgan interview. That would be funny to review. Oh, Piers Morgan. Look at memes. What about a debate review? What of this one? Use cat on keyboard again to revert changes. Is that your recommendation? Your recommendation? Now tell us your life story. Well, this is a story about how my life got turned upside down. Life story, meow. I was born, and then I was alive. Hold on. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I'll go to Discord here. I can't log into my Xmind account either. Server issues, something. Nico! Thank you for further confirming. Let's look at memes. I hope they go away. Hacker man, I found a picture of Hydra. God bless America. Oh, that's gross, Andrew. What did you do? Stop it. And smug waffles, just no. God. I was born and now I'm here. Truly the tale of our times. Thank you, Caleb. I mean that's kind of how everybody just arrived. They were born against their will. Let's see if Xmind has replied. Reply to me. Notice me, senpai. No? Okay. Now you guys just get to see like the corner of this. But we can continue to share this and make more. It will just be saved locally. So there's that. Can you minimize yourself, sir? Axel's very upset. Okay, let's see if that works. And that will be taken out. Thank you. Go away. Doodly-doo. Entire screen. Also, yes. Okay. You'll never stop me. We got to finish this. Axel. I need to let Axel go into the bedroom. Just hold on. Damn, Andrew, funny and gross. Also, check out the AI art channel as well. I'm not sure if I want to. Funny and gross, but then she goes because she just wants to. Okay. No. Ali's is cool, yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. That was the second intermission of the stream. Axel needs to get allowed into the bedroom. So I need to step out for a second. Not. I didn't go looking for snacks. I went to look for Axe. Axe, come. Come, get me. Come, Ixie, come. Ixie, come. Oh, okay. We're back. And let's see if we can get some sort of sanity going here. Discord shenanigans. Wait, what did Andrew do in chat? In the Discord. In the Discord, he sowed Discord. Which thread? AI art and memes. Although no, it wasn't him in memes. Okay. Okay. So thank you for the template Xmind program. Let's just continue with what we were doing. This is going to be It's going the wrong way. Well, it's kind of going. Yeah. It's kind of. It is timeline, but vertical. No, I want timeline horizontal. Okay. I didn't make that meme, but I did share it. Yes. Okay, the first season, the second season, the third season, third, fourth season. Okay, cool. So we were at oh yes, Ethan's example. Okay, he hired Dan, the most hired Dan as freelancer. What is, okay, no, let's go here. It's an example. What is the most socialist way to compensate Dan? Okay, so over here we can ask for the logic chart. Okay. AOC gets the legacy, but Hillary gets the ring. Oh, it's so gross. Ugh. That, I don't know why it was very disturbing. The Hillary ones look better. I step away for a second, and we're going into seasons now. Yes. It was Darling's fault. Who was it? Who was talking about fall? South Africa, born and raised, playing Quake is where I spent most of my days. Actually, I didn't spend. I didn't. What's the name? Play Quake. Anyway, that's play.
way I do it, like the most ethical way to do it, is basically try to make an assessment. Sure, there's market considerations on the one.
No, this is just on my. This is local, Nico. The X-Man. So I'm just doing it local, and I'll copy it onto the X-Man link. So just let me know when you guys can get back onto X-Man, then it'll help. Curious question: if in communism or socialism, how do they treat their assistants or fellows that help them as an odd thing, right? Or do they do? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm. That you have. Are we just going to do 50-50? If anyone is helping you, is the only fair way to compensate them giving them exactly half of what you make, and then exactly dividing it all equally? Is everybody doing exactly the same, putting exactly the same thing on the line? Is it fair or not? Oh, it's okay. I would expect it's okay to gauge how valuable someone is in a case like this. So let's see what we're mentioning this folded. Who was mentioning the snow? We started talking about seasons. We didn't. Xmind started talking about seasons. Xmind the program, not Xmind the web program.
Hand, like what the normal wage would look like, but that is like the minimum. You know what I mean? That is like the minimum. That is the worst.
He just says the normal wage. He doesn't actually even say. So he says, "Let's go again." Sorry, guys. This is what
I mean, this is instructive for many others as well. The way I do it, like the most ethical way to do it, is basically try to make an assessment. Sure, there's market considerations on the one hand, like what the normal wage would look like, but that is like the minimum. You know what I mean?
Okay, so he says, this is now Hasan's way, where he's instructing us how it's going to go. And sorry, we need to change the fill. Yeah. To red. Shape. Okay, he's going to say what? Oh yeah, also I want this line to be white, thank you. No, not reset. I wanted to update. Okay, cool. So this is how the minimum would be markets. This is supposed to make sense. This is supposed to be the big brain socialist. Okay, normal. Okay, the instructive for many others as well. The way I do it, the most ethical way to do it is basically make an assessment. And then there's market considerations on the one hand, that what the normal wage would look like. So make an assessment. I'm going to do that. Look at market considerations. Oh God, this doesn't update the whole style. Okay. Yes, update. There we go. Okay, market considerations. Okay, big brain socialist is an oxymoron. It is. You do need to tell some stories from behind the Iron Curtain, Hydra. That would be very good for us.
I mean, that is like the minimum. That is the worst possible amount to pay someone in the form of wages, in my opinion.
Okay.
So you have the.
Okay, so that's the minimum. Market considerations. And then he said, would look at, but it's like the minimum you would know. So find minimum wage. Minimum. I'm just going to put the word minimum because he mentioned minimum. He didn't say minimum or minimum wage. Okay, in my opinion. So you have the market considerations on the one side, which I don't care. Okay,
The market considerations on the one side, which I don't necessarily care too much about. On the other side, you have your productive output, right? Let's say
productive output. Okay. This is he's explaining this as if this is great news. This is new stuff. Okay.
You were making $10 before Dan came on, and now that Dan came on, you're making.
That wouldn't be measurable metric.
No, I know.
Okay, so that's the productive output. When before Dan, $10. After Dan, $15. Okay, and we will say Ethan over here. I will update. Let's just actually do this copy style and update to all subtopics. Update all subtopics. Okay, for Dan, $10 off the Dan, $15. Hassan's opinion isn't worth very much because his net worth is too much for a socialist. Or they think they are worth. I mean, like artist values it the way they are. Yeah, what? An aide or assistant entitled to full wage versus the creator. It's not wrong, but treating a fellow is sharing. But yeah, you pay the side, the aide help. Yeah, no, that's it. You can't profit share in an absolutely equal way unless you are doing equal work. Hello?
Completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so he says before Dan, $10, after Dan, 10. That's then Ethan, this, that wouldn't be a measurable, apparently. It's not measurable, apparently. That wouldn't be a measurable output. What did he call it? Did he say it? Output, that's $10 before Dan came on, and now that Dan came on, they're making that wouldn't be measurable. No, I completely agree with you. Yeah.
And now that Dan came on, you're making
that wouldn't be measurable metric.
No, I know. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I know. Which is why I'm saying it
wouldn't be a measurable metric. Okay.
So it's a tricky situation.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah. Well, technically, the other side is also very cruel, but we just like have normalized.
So it's impossible. He agrees that it's impossible. Okay. I'll just have to give him this color. Interesting. Caring is sharing.
Because in social democracy, people are fairly compensated. It's not cruel, in my opinion.
No, there's.
Whoa, Nice just says it's cruel. Technically, the other side is also very cruel. That makes no sense to me. Sorry, agrees it's impossible. Other side is. I don't know what he means by other side. Other side is cruel. Okay. Still not making
Yeah.
sense.
Well, technically, the other
Because-
side is also very cruel, but we just like have
But that's not true,
normalized.
because in social democracy, people are fairly compensated. It's not cruel, in
That's
my
not true.
opinion.
No, there's. I don't think. I think
Well,
we.
Okay, again, we're going to the same thing where it goes in social democracy, people would be fairly compensated. Okay, this is not saying, oh, it's social democracy, I'm with Ethan on everything. It's just saying this is what Ethan is presenting his one, which is social democracy, which I don't know, is some sort of blend of the goodness of capitalism and the goodness of socialism. And then he's putting it against Hasan's one. And again, Ethan goes, my one has what you're saying. It doesn't. You're saying socialist only does. He has to be telling us why his form is better than Ethan's form, and Ethan's form, just again and again, is just says, oh, because there's capitalism in it. They're still not getting down to the nitty gritty of the differences between these two things. Can't they look at it and say, how does mine differ from yours? And how do those differences make yours the better one? Which is what we're supposed to be finding out. But I don't know if it's circular logic. It's just that it's circular. It's not circular logic because in a circular motion, they are choosing to make a wrong turn and go back to what they were talking about earlier. It's not that the logic follows on in a circle. Does that make sense? Try and take what I said and make sense of it, which is what Hasan wants everyone to do. So, how much would I get paid for writing? What if my book is shit? No, you just the fact that you are writing, you'll get compensated. Okay. We just for your existence.
People could be
democracy-
less fairly compensated, but like generally speaking, they'd be more fairly compensated than what we would see today.
Yes.
Okay, so agree it's impossible. So measurable metric, we have Ethan over here. He'll be saying in social democracy, people would be fairly compensated. Okay, we're going back to the old logic. Okay, and what do we say now? The capitalist things would, and then my line will go from this diagram into the X mind works one.
In comparison to the United States of America, which technically would be a mixed market or social democracy, social democracies in other countries, there's better compensation.
So here's the unintended consequence of that.
Due to regulation, government regulation.
If I'm just hiring Dan to come in and help me with cameras and stuff, and I have to cut him in on profit share, people are not going to hire as many people. They're going to think a lot more before they bring more people on.
Well, can I
Government regulations, democracies, and other. Okay, that's technically U.S. in comparison to the United States. America technically would be mixed market. Oh. Okay, generally speaking, it would be better. Democracies in other countries, there is better compensation, blah, blah. Unintended consequence of that due to regulation government if I'm just hiring Dan to come in and help me with cameras and stuff. Okay?
Regulation, government regulation.
If I'm just hiring Dan to come in and help me with cameras and stuff, and I have to cut him in on profit share, people are not going to hire as many people. They're going to think a lot more before they bring more people on.
Well, can I just chime in real quick? Just to clarify this point, are you still talking about the period of time where I was working as a contractor?
Yes. I haven't got to the full time yet. Well, we're going to move to that.
Right. I will just say that at the time, I was essentially operating as my own business as well, because you weren't my only client at the time.
Right. Okay.
I did that professionally for a lot of people, and you were one of many people that I would come and do shows with until you offered me a full-time thing. So just because we're using the specific example, I just wanted to clarify that because I think that matters in what the dynamic was when we were initially working together.
I don't think that matters.
I don't think that matters. It's like, okay, he was a separate business, because aren't we all separate businesses? Then he's profit sharing his business with himself. Hello? It does. It actually is relevant in that. Let's have that discussion. Because eventually we get down to these little units where we have to be our own little businesses. And then can we say that we are profit? He was just a consultant. That's what he says. He was a consultant and it was freelance, which that makes sense. And does it just is it fair when it's freelance? Then when you're under the company, that's bad. That's when you deserve profit share. Okay, can you not just be a cost to a company? That's not allowed.
And such that I'm to clarify that because I do shows with until you offer me a full-time thing. So just because we're using this.
Okay, I'm gonna just be side quest, Dan side quest. Side quest explaining he was consultant, then he had his own business before. What are you doing? Okay, no, I thought, aren't you going on Wednesday? Oh Jesus, oh my God, I never really. Sorry, my baby. They're all in the blue one. Okay. I'm sorry, Gordon. Not helping you pack. Not that I help very well. I don't do much. Okay. He had his own business before he got full-time. Got full-time position. Ethan. Okay, cool. So let's have that consideration. But anyway, so Ethan was compensating him for the temp or side help because he was working with others. Yes. But then when it becomes only this company that you work with, is that what changes it?
Specific example, I just wanted to clarify that because I think that matters in what the dynamic was when we were initially working together.
I don't think that matters in such that I'm more focused just on the profit sharing.
The reason why I was bringing up
the implications on to a business and business owner of that.
Okay. The reason why I was bringing up the revenue is because let's say you're making $10. Dan comes on, now you're making $15.
Yeah.
Right? Dan has brought in $5 extra of revenue for you. And I think that the best possible way to.
Okay, so we're just gonna assume that the five extra dollars is from Dan. Okay.
To engage with that would be to cut Dan in on offer Dan living wages plus
living wages plus. Okay. Wow. Okay. Social democracy people will be fairly compensated. Okay. Whatever. Fuck you. Let's go back to the example. Okay. Let's go back here. Before Dan, what would be fair? So if we go under here, fair, living wages plus living wages, whatever Dan has brought in, plus what Dan has brought in. Okay.
whatever Dan has brought in the form of revenue.
Here's a big problem.
And that moves in a direction like you make, and then later down the line you make $100,000 and
moves with
now
yeah.
Dan, but that moves. So you went from $5, son. You went from $5 to 100,000. What happens in between that time? What happens? That moves in the direction plus whatever Dan has brought in the form of revenue. This is the big problem. God,
plus
this is incredible.
whatever Dan has brought in the form of revenue.
Here's a big problem.
And
in revenue. So living wage plus the okay. Obviously, $5 is just the example he's using, right? Cool. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. What does Hasan know fair? Does he actually pay anyone anything? I think he does, but he doesn't pay them as much as he pays himself.
And that moves in a direction like you make, and then later down the line you make $100,000 and
moves with
now
yeah.
Dan is moving with it as well.
Okay, so that moves. I'm actually going to go here. That moves that moves into direction. You make later on you make 100. Later on you make 100,000. And then he gets a share of that. What share does he get of it? Does he get 50% of it? And what happens when we want more people to be in the business? What happens then? Like he better be running a fucking co-op, this man. Can we join Hasan's co-op as subscribers? So if you subscribe to Hasan, right, you get money. If every part-time worker on the internet starts getting paid a living wage plus whatever value they bring in, no small company would ever be able to grow. This helps big corporates. Yeah. Also, why would any worker not just do the bare minimum? Exactly. He gave the editor a computer. Oh. He even tried not paying them and just having them as slaves. Did he? Hasan is like to pay people with exposure. Yeah, pay with exposure.
Here's where this seems more like it's a nice theory, but like in application, it makes no sense. Who decides how much value he's brought? How could you possibly decide that? If my show is growing, Dan joins, and let's say, yeah, I now I'm making $15, but the show was organically growing. How can I attribute all 5 of that to Dan?
You're absolutely correct on this as well.
Okay, yeah, that is for this that is bad for this model. We have to then try and maybe to illustrate the example, let's try and find another one where publicity isn't it, where it's a little bit more measurable. But yeah, you have to estimate. People still have to guesstimate the value of a person, and they have to agree with the other party how much this value is, and then we give to that person, and they agree or disagree. They leave or they stay. What more is there? What is the magic socialism pill? I would like to take it because it seems like sounds very happy. Join his co-op and do almost nothing. Collect all the money you can until they kick you out. Play the lottery with your co-op winnings. Basically, it's winnings. I mean, he didn't pay for him. Just gave the computer. He justified by saying he gave him the means of the production. Shit. For real, darling, that's incredible. I know, that's really hilarious. I'm sorry. Here's a hint, Hasan. The boss will say they are responsible for all the revenue. There you go. Yeah.
The big
50-50 with him.
This is something that I do not.
This is ridiculous. This conversation is useless.
But like in application, it makes no sense. Who decides how much value he's brought? How could you?
Okay, so who decides? Ethan. Who decides? Okay. We decide. We make a vote. The audience makes a vote. How much should we pay Dan?
Possibly decide that. If my show is growing, Dan joins, and let's say, yeah, I now I'm making $15, but the show was organically growing. How can I attribute all 5 of that to Dan?
You're absolutely correct on this as well. This is a big weakness.
50-50 with him.
This is something that I do not have an answer for either, which is why.
Oh, he does not have an answer for it. Well, what are you doing here?
It doesn't.
Like I said, which is why, like I said, you make do with. You try to do your very best.
Can I be?
Oh, you try to do your very best, boys and girls. That's how it works. Sorry, he doesn't have the answer. Agreed. It's impossible. You just try to do your best. Guys, just do your best. Hasan, 2023. The what should you say? I do not have an answer. This is something for which I do not have an answer, but I skip over that and just continue with life. Wow. Exposure and chicken nuggies. No, he doesn't pay in chicken nuggies. Join his co-op. Here is a hint. Pay them for the shirt. Paid in exposure. Oh, shirt.gov. That's just a reminder. Shirt.gov. Shirt.gov. The only place to get your shirt. Now available in gray. Go and that's from Family Guy. It's one of my favorite things from Family Guy. I know it's absolutely so what. There's so many things in Family Guy, but that's one of my favorite things. Thanks for coming to our TED Talk. So let's continue.
This seems like a big problem to say you don't have a solution for if you're advocating for a socialist society.
I agree, which is why
Oh, yes, boy.
Doesn't seem like it's ready.
Well, can I just chime in on this? This isn't.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to. I'm going to finish a little bit early. Not now, but I will finish a little bit early. I don't want to disturb Gordon more than I already have. I'm just being very loud, and I know that it's not fair on him. He does have to wake up pretty early. But anyway, hi, Beamer. Good to see you. Hasan actually argued that they need not to be given any paychecks since they own the means of production. He gave them a laptop and expected eternal servitude in return. What about the internet connection? And wow. Oh my God. That's just. No, for real, Hydra. Is that the real story? I can't. Okay. What about food? Yeah. I don't have an answer for that. We just have to do better and institute a one-party communist. It's like a little child. Wow. So he was just like, you know what, we my comrades. And wow, it's really. Where's the article? I want to read it. Did he explain this? I want him to continue explaining. I want him to go back and say, why didn't this work? Oh my God, I wish I could ask him these questions. And just like I'm not vastly intelligent over here, sweets. I'm not. So just okay. I'm broken.
Theoretical. There are lots of companies that do profit sharing.
I do this as well.
I know, but it's not. Or if you're advocating for a socialist society.
I agree, which is why I
It doesn't
always.
seem like it's ready.
Well, can I just chime in on this? This isn't theoretical. There are lots of companies that do profit sharing.
I do this as well.
I know, but it's not. Advocating for a socialist society.
I agree.
Can I
Sorry,
be?
okay,
This seems like a
we need
big
to go back
problem
to
to say you
this
don't have a
gem of
solution for.
line here. That seems to be quite a big problem when you're advocating for a socialist. You make do, you try your best.
Do with you try to do your very best.
Can I be? This seems like a big problem to say you don't have a solution for if you're advocating.
I'm copy pasting that. This seems like a big problem to say you don't have a solution for if you're advocating for a socialist society. I want to put it in all caps, man. Just go lol, 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 lol. Wait, that must be my commentary. Very high level commentary. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what Destiny is looking for in his content. Lol, 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 lol. I don't know how anyone unironically watches Hasan. Are we unironically watching him or are we ironically watching him? I think we're safe, right? How is everyone when you're playing more Elden Ring? Yeah, we want to know. This is very much a doo-doo. I'm gonna put that here. Oopsie. I'm gonna put there, Nico. This is very much a doo-doo. Just let me know when so I can say. Yeah, BMO, you're in the Discord. Hydra puts the links there. Just keep an eye on those. And I suppose Hydra, maybe just at him directly, BMO directly, to let them know. Are you guys in the same time zone? Oh God, screw you. Hey, has everybody put their time zones in the Discord? I have not gotten notifications for that. So I don't think you've all put your time code in the Discord. Do it. Frack. Be part of the co-op. Make relevant joke. Insert here.
Can I be? This seems like a big problem to say you don't have a solution for if you're advocating for a socialist society.
I agree, which is why I
It doesn't
always
seem like it's ready.
Well, can I just chime in on this? This isn't theoretical. There are lots of companies that do profit sharing.
I do this as well.
I know, but it's not like.
But like
let's say this.
and they have various methods of how they do it.
The way
There are ways to do it that make sense.
I do this
but the
as
way
well,
that
Ethan.
socialism does it in the purest sense is like Dan joined 10 to 15. Dan gets half of the 15.
So
that's his
Ethan,
labor.
this is if we're talking pure
Hold on,
theory.
what's that?
If we're talking pure theory,
Yeah.
I would rather have an imperfect structure that still
It's
absolutely
not
offers
perfect. It
better.
doesn't work.
Well,
If you don't know
the
how people
capitalist-
get paid, how does it even work?
the
An imperfect structure. It's still that's what we. Okay.
capitalist structure also is imperfect in the exact same
Well,
way.
it's functioning at least.
Yes, I know, but the idea that like the other structure would not function is not correct. Especially
The idea that the other structure would not function is not correct. But you don't have a solution. He has zero answers. He has zero answers. It's real. It's like, what are you talking about? If you want an imperfect structure that actually works, you should choose capitalism. Right? Nico. Sorry, I didn't put the O on the last one there. Okay, these are all supposed to be yellow, sorry. Okay, because they're commentary. What's Lucy's joke? Same Galente. SHT. Sleepy high time. I swear this guy is in a genocidal one-man state. Is it just an imperfect structure? Stop complaining, jeez. Yeah, don't worry. I like
when
the
we're
way you
telling you
added the genocidal thing in there.
that even under a capitalist organization economy, there's plenty of different ways of doing
But
this.
there needs to
One
be-
of the most successful ones that I also have is a cooperative, right? I have a cooperative, collectively organized podcast, for example, where we just
Oh, but he's got it separate. He's got it separate to himself. Okay. Podcast, for example. So it's a co-op. Oopsie, mamma mia. Hasan's co-op. Cooperatives. Okay, wait. It's an imperfect system. An imperfect system. But basically, I'm just going to say, but I'd rather have it. Okay. And then I'm going to, sorry, I need to make copy style. Okay. And then co-op podcast. Also just Dan profit share. Profit share is the thing. And then, sorry, Fayeng. And then Hasan said, Ethan says, yeah, the only way would have to be to split it 50-50. Okay. See, the idea of socialism, communism comes down to running it. Running it where? I'm still amazed how Logan Paul and this guy exist or existed in the same room. Calling the podcast a co-op is a joke. Is it not a real one? Then shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, you cannot be this way. Oh well, well, we're in a capitalist society, so I can't apply my socialist ways in my capitalist business. It's just the capitalism. We have to break everything before I can do my socialism. Okay? Cool. Like socialism works, but also I can't apply it in your capitalist society. So I can't apply it from within. Well, why can't you apply it? Why doesn't it work? Oh, it's because the government is not what you need it to be, right? Okay, cool. Fuck's sake.
Just split it 5 ways regardless. Obviously, my output in that situation, given that I am the host with the largest audience, would significantly outweigh my producers, for example, who could be paid with a very fair, very fat market wage, right? Market wage plus.
Honey, sweetie, it's what everyone's doing. Okay.
Market wage times 3 is what I could pay him, and it would still be significantly less than what he gets paid now, because we're cutting him in 5 ways. We're splitting everything 5 ways.
Yeah.
And
okay, so he splits 5 ways. Okay, so he's like, look, I am gracious. I am a gracious leader. Ha ha ha. Hasan is rich, entitled, brat. So of course he knows nothing about small business or average work. He's only famous due to nepotism. This is just incredible. Like okay, so here, Dan Profit Share comment. Sorry, I just need to change this. Interesting. Okay. It's an imperfect whatever, and then we're going to have the car podcast. He could pay wages. Okay, so that's why I was like, honey, sweetie, baby child, that is how it works. But he does it in this car podcast. He doesn't actually know. Could do 3 times normal wages with co-hosts, but instead he is a gracious leader. But he actually splits it all 5 ways. So what? So you just have to be kind, and that's it. So he's just being kind, boys and girls.
And that is a perfectly viable way to do it, because
I think that's very generous, but I don't think you should be forced to do that.
Yeah, he's being generous. He's like, I tried my best. I think that's very generous, but you shouldn't be forced to do that.
I think
you should be forced to pay him what we've determined as a minimum wage, where he can live in where he lives in a comfortable state.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Okay, cool. So Ethan now has said, no, you don't. You should only, the only thing you need to be forced to do is give him a living wage. Okay, so Ethan's still minimum wage man. That's generous, but not necessary. Should pay living wage. Defining comfortable is fun. Yes, Bimo. What is your comfortable versus my comfortable? Do I really need to drink Coke? I don't know. Really, I can live on bread. No, that's not that's not comfortable. All this idealistic carb LARPing BS that the Hasans of the world advocate for only work because they employ like 3 people. It's not scalable, right, Nico? Like it just but he went here and he acted like it is scalable. He acted like it is scalable. Ooh, shall we do the math of it? I won't do it on stream because I'm bad at math. And I'm so good at everything else that I do on stream.
And I don't think that it goes beyond
wages
generous.
It goes beyond wages as well. There's also another aspect of this that many people fail to consider, which is decision making. So there's also
who makes the decision?
The structure of decision making, the structure of autonomy. When we are setting up the time for when we are going to shoot the podcast, like everyone has to be on board with it.
Oh my god! Now we really okay. So is he going to say that whoever makes the decisions gets to get more money, or does he just say that's part of compensation? Is he going to try and spin this to say, if he allows your opinion to be heard within the organization, that's part of your payment? Please, I don't think he'll do that. He can't do that, right? Okay, no. Comfortable. That's all. Comfortable for me is to have no back problems with all the pasta I could ever eat, and the comfiest blankie. Oh, I love the word blankie. In a cool room with a perfect PC, and basically I'm a greedy American. Yeah, that's me. Also, no, all the BMO. Are you just me? Is that just me? Anyway, okay, so
has to work around every single person's schedule. These are all scheduling conflicts exist usually, but it's like in good faith, every single person is like giving their most, giving their all, and it ultimately I think creates a pretty solid product.
Let me ask you.
Okay, so yeah, could do 3 words codes. Everybody. It's also conflicts. Good faith. Every single person is giving their most. It's decision makings too. Every person giving their most.
So do you acknowledge that in this socialist theoretical country where I go from 10 to 15 and I give Dan 15, hypothetically for any worker doing it, that I, as a business owner, I would be less likely to be hiring people?
Certainly.
And that's not good.
Okay, so there we go. Whoa, we showed Hasan insert Spider-Man meme. I like it. So yeah, Ethan just shows Hasan. It's not scalable, man. So like, okay, like Ethan. So would you agree? If I use the model you described, I would be less likely to employ new people. Agreed. Absolutely. Well, he says absolutely. Okay. Oh no, he will have to defend some pretty bad stuff now. Oh no. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Good, is it?
No, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing at all.
Because like...
So he absolutely, that's a bad thing. I mean, no, disagree. That's a bad thing. Disagree. Send me an angel. I'll send that song. I'll put that song in the Discord. Yeah, put the mic real close to your face and speak quietly. Kitty, you could extend the stream if you did ASMR voice. Okay. How quiet can I do this? Let's do this. I'm supposed to do very quiet. I don't have an ASMR voice, but I'll do Kitty trying to be quiet. Not that. Wait. Okay. Okay, let's try to just be gentle and not hectic in our lives. Okay? Shall we? Can you guys hear me? Okay? I'm not yelling. I'm not gonna whisper. I'm gonna try to just keep it down. And Gordon comes out here in his undies, like thinking that the show's over. Meantime, it's just bigger. Okay. Let us try. How's it sounding? Oh, I'm too loud. Yell at the mic and wake up Gordon. Bimo, stop being me. Oh, okay. We have to not be me right now, people. We have to be quiet. I don't think it's in Kitsy screeching it. I don't mind Kitsy screeching us over ASMR. Yeah, wait, what does that mean? Sorry, it's terminal. You're actually me. Shh. Okay. This is me trying to be quiet. Okay. Let's go. Let's see how far we can go. I still can't. Okay, let's not whisper. Can you guys hear me whispering? Whisper to us, mother. Can you hear me whisper? If I whisper, does it auto? If I whisper, shut up, people. Laughing is loud. Yeah, we can hear you. Okay, cool. Great, thanks. Great stuff. But I'm supposed to be all sexy when I whisper. Not like on the microphone. Wait, you guys will hear my typing. Maybe I just keep quiet and I don't say anything and I just type. You have to put your mouth on the mic. You've got it. I don't know, Lucy. I don't have males. And also, the mic has a little thing on it. I pulled my screen closer to my face for some reason. So you can hear. Shh. Everybody, shh. Okay. And I'll even put this down here because okay. Literally named after the Eastern Front. Okay, Cameron. That's pretty sad. Nobody wants to be. Well, I guess we're all named after dead people in some fashion. Unless our names are unique. Okay, thank you. Gotta get one of those earmarks and start licking it. Ew. That's what pisses me off about ASMR. I don't like that. Mm-mm. This is not good ASMR. It needs more licking of. Wait. Spooky stream. Wait. Shh. Now Destiny will definitely not know my gender. Now you're scared? There's nothing to be scared about. I live in one of the safest places in the world. Well, cities. Interpersonally. I locked the door. Okay, shh. Shh. Fuck, I can hear you. Especially you, Nico. Don't cry, Lucy. Don't cry, Lucy. Look, I went out of focus because I've lost my soul. Don't cry, Lucy. We can get through socialism together. Okay. I wish I had a mic arm boom mic thing. I could. You're right. Supremacy shines through in the dark. Secret stream, yes. Shh. Shh, everybody. Okay, we're gonna. I didn't know this was gonna be a. Stop making me laugh. I'm gonna stop looking at chat. Supremacy shines through. I want to sit in a box. Oh my gosh, I'm so gonna stream in a box one day. That's totally gonna happen. Okay. Spooky. Okay. Let's go into the spookiness. You know what's gonna be weird? It's when I turn on the the video is going to be really loud, so maybe we should put it a little bit lower. Okay, let's see how this goes.
I don't know, because like I've gone through a lot of people that did not work out,
Mm-hmm.
and they were hired on like a, let's say,
Still fire them.
This is the only actual way you could talk freely under socialism, whispering in the dark. That is so true. That is so fucking true. I need to show that message. Just hold up. Can you see me nodding? I'm nodding. Yes. Okay. This is my streaming box, Gordon. I'm screaming and you won't hear me. Bimbo, you my spirit animal. With the mad Hasan, much hair. And I read much hair instead of much hair. Okay. Okay, shh. Get in your boxes. And let's try and whisper diagram. This sharing the stale bread, cat food, and stop being. You guys are the stars of the show here, making me laugh. Okay, shh. Okay, did you see that? Did you see the light change? That was me. That was me putting your stuff away so that we can try to continue this. What is this? Whisper stream. It's just, guys. I have a box. You see. Okay, you can't. Hold on. Pause the ASMR. Okay, wait, no, we still have the ASMR. Shh. That's a box. That I have pots in. That's my pot box. Wait, I can maybe do this. I might as well just turn it off. No, that's actually. Yeah. Okay. There once was a stupid socialist. His name was Hasan. And we need to continue our journey into socialism. Let us learn. Box stream. Box stream will happen one day. But that day is not today. Because I have not unpacked my pots. I will show you the pots unpacked tomorrow. Box. You know what a box is in Afrikaans? I hope one of the Afrikaans people is here. Do a stream. We shall do a stream. Don't tell that. No. I'll clip that for her, Delta or something. Okay. God, you guys are making. Okay, that's been like 10 minutes of talking shit. We can continue. We have 2 hours left, motherfucker. Let's go. We have to do this. We have to do a real diagram. But also, I mean, you guys tell me if it gets boring. But let's just try. It's going to be weird. I want them to whisper. Can't we have a whisper engine that we put the video through so it makes them whisper?
Exploratory. So is it at will employment in this situation?
In this,
Because like I don't know that I, as a business owner, I would be less likely to be hiring people.
certainly.
And that's not good, is it?
No.
Certainly. Sorry, he said certainly, not absolutely. Clip it, CNC. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to bring the microphone closer to me. Just tell me. Gordon's probably standing behind you snickering. Oh my god, shut up. Don't give him ideas. If he is in the chat right now, if he's lurking in the chat, he's gonna come and give me a fright. And I'm not ready for that. Okay, let's press play. Like, I'm not ready for that. That's the whole point, I suppose.
I don't agree with that. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing at all.
Because like I don't know, because like I've gone through a lot of people that did not work out.
Mm-hmm.
And they were hired on like a, let's say,
Still fire them.
exploratory. So
I can still fire them. Okay. No, I don't know if he's in chat.
literally put your mouth on the pop filter. It's literally all the pop. It's a very little mic stand. Look how little the mic stand is. You can't see. This whole thing of spook is quite proximity effect because I'm literally in your ear holes like this. I hate ASMR. I can't do ASMR, guys. I'm not licking ears, guys. No. Okay. No, I will not. This is another example of kids being littering me because I also have a tiny mic stand. It's like, is it this tiny little tripod? It's so tiny. Look. Okay. No, I don't like the lights anymore. Okay. Perfectly average. That's what they all say, people. That's what our moms tell us to say to you.
So is it at will employment in this situation?
In this structure, you can still, of course, like you can still have issues with an employee and fire.
Wow, you can still see. Okay, so in this, okay, and then he goes, good question. Oh shit, still didn't whisper. Yeah, boo, too bright there. Okay, what did he say? In this structure, so Ethan's asking, is this, oh gosh, can you guys see the color of my keyboard when I typed? Okay, wait, that's the mic color. Let's get you there. You might be able to see. Okay. The whispered shit. There's always that is what it's like when I walk into the room after the stream to Gordon, like because he's trying to sleep, and then I'm walking in and then I step on something and then I say, oh shit, and then I wake up. Okay. Horrible, but also hilarious. Shut up. What's okay? This okay, wait. Is this an at will? Can you see it? Yes, you can. What's at will employment? It's very weird typing like this. At will employment. Can I get my chair to go lower? No. Okay. Oh yeah, and you guys can also hear my jacket. Okay. Yes, you can still fire motherfuckers. I've lost 3 viewers since I started this, so I hope you guys enjoy. Okay. It's people that have problems with them. It's snowing in Indiana. It's snowing in Africa. Well, it was this week. Yes, you can still find people in this. Okay, cool.
Hire them. It's ironic because like Japan, for example, is like the most capitalist country on the planet, and yet in Japan they have this like very unique culture where getting into a place of business is very difficult.
Why the fuck are we talking about Japan? Okay. Fruit fans love it, yes. 9 fans. Actually, there's like 6, and then 3 of them are like Alexi Puffy. There's the snow down in Africa. Okay. Yes, you can still find people having problems with them. Then he goes, Japan. Also, Japanese culture. Okay, we should just be like the Japanese. Makes me want to doodle a demon kitty. Doodle a demon kitty. Do it, doodle it, do it. Okay. Can you hear the clicks? I am a clicker. Also, oh my hair is itching my nose. Shh. Stupid phone. Okay. Japanese culture. Shh. Phone. Okay. Ah, it snows. I'm in one with the clicks. Yes, Lucy, yes. Join me.
But once you actually have made it into the corporation, they don't fire you. They can't
Sure.
fire you. They never fire you. What they do is they ostracize you and make you into a social pariah within the company
Right.
and try to get you to quit.
Is it because they're trying to avoid paying some kind of severance, or is it just
No, it's like
culture?
it's both cultural and if I'm not mistaken, it could.
Oh, wow. Oh, in Japanese culture, you don't. You leave instead of being. You leave. Oopsie. Guys, on my gaming streams, there is a redeemable thing of I have to play quietly for a minute. Is that a thing that we want here? Demon diagram. Very spoopy. Thank you, bloviating CPAFI. Okay. Leave instead of being. I'm gonna turn it to subscriber only mode. If you keep with the alt accounts. It leads to unalive. What? You want that instead of just being fired? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry. I think he is. I think I made Kitsy paranoid. Yeah. Any new face is CPAFI. Okay. Japanese culture, you leave instead of being. I'm going to copy paste Andrew's comment over there because I really liked it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and also, how does that so? Also. There you go. I love pigs so much, but I don't like the snow. It sticks around for too long. No, snow is great. Okay. Play.
Literally
so
have
gnarly.
legal implications as well. But it works, right?
Okay.
It technically
Well,
works.
It works. It works, Hydra. What the fuck is wrong with him? Nothing's wrong with him. He just wants it to work.
I'm saying, why is it? Hey, why
Morning,
is it not a
morning.
good? So, as a business owner, I think the fact that I was not super hesitant to hire lots of people, find the crew that worked. I worked with a lot of people. Who were not compatible. So I was able to burn through enough people to find a team that worked, right? And so, if I was so hesitant to hire people because I have to profit share with them, I would do like a way more strenuous interview process. It would take way longer.
Yeah, you're making an argument for why it's stronger. Like you
I don't
lucked out
think
with
so
Dan.
at all.
What? You're making an argument for why it's stronger. Okay.
Oh,
You lucked out with Dan?
I don't think that's
Oh,
a good
thanks.
argument because first of all, it's good that people can go try a bunch of jobs before they find one that works.
Listen here, Nico. Okay, Nico said this. I know Kitty was supposed to sound ASMR-y, but all I hear is my voice while trying to hold in a fart during a meeting. Okay. Do you see here at the bottom of the screen it says, insert ASMR voice here? You are not doing the work, Nico. You're not doing the work. Do it yourself. Insert the ASMR voice through your head in the filter. And stop thinking of farts and holding in farts. And I'm not holding in farts. I fart. I fart as much as I like when I'm streaming. Thank you. Okay. Let's go back.
And as an employer, it's good to be able to try a bunch of people to find the right fit for employees. If I had to go through this strenuous process to find each one of them, this podcast may very well likely not exist as it does today. Might not exist at all.
I disagree with you on that for sure. I think that
Okay,
I disagree with you with you on that for sure. Cool. Nobody gives a fuck that you disagree, sir. No one gives a fuck. Best stream all year. I'm so sorry that my best stream is the quietest one. That's so weird. I thought my whole thing was being loud. Okay. Japanese culture. You leave instead of being fired. Cool. I think this would get old. This is a once a year thing. This is like some sort of weird eclipse. This is why you need to hire the grey hydrant ASMR duo Kitty. No, the world is not ready for that. I was gonna say Thursday everybody has to whisper for the whole of the thinkers, but I don't think that's good. That wouldn't be right, would it? We would do like maybe half an hour whisper. Horse. Doesn't work. Add you in that mix. ASMR BMO smart. I can do it for sure. Fuck all of you. I'm the only one that can do the ASMR now. It is mine. I want to do it. It's fun. Okay. I think I should. I've got a wonderful mark for it. Well, fine, whatever. Everybody will whisper and I will yell. That will be good. Let's do it that way. Okay, with you on that sure that they can better to have a strenuous process that we are circling the drain here. Okay, so still have 5 problems with them. Sorry, this is Hasan. Okay, if this uttered at will imploring thing, that's a bad thing, so we know that over here he says it's a bad thing. Share, and then Hasan says you're making an argument for why it's good. It never works. People just giggle half the time they try whisper talking. We will have to restart the stream every time. No, we'll do something. We'll have to take a shot every time we giggle or some shit. That will definitely help us not to giggle. Okay. I really miss my boom mic thing. I'm so stiff and uncomfortable. Fuck you guys. Okay. But this is not for you, it is for Gordon. Okay.
that it's better to have a
Why?
strenuous process of ensuring that you
even
have
for
the
like
best possible
even for
person.
like the most entry level job.
Yeah, I think that it's
But then
perfectly valid.
doesn't that result
And
in people not getting work?
so, yes, it will.
So there's-
but then we're
Yeah.
talking about like an entirely separate way of organizing the economy.
Let me go back. Why is it better? Why is it better that I have to go through like extraneous
I mean,
full
we're
on
talking
PR
about hypotheticals.
processes?
Yeah, Hasan. You can't just fucking say, oh, it's better. Why is it better, love? Tell me why it's better, love. Like, really? You're making an argument for why it's good. And Ethan with the, tell me why it's better, bitch. I should do one of these where it's like such an Adam where they do a recap of a debate. And then I just make up what the people are saying. What? Oh no. Why you oh no? It's not always breaking. Starving is just a different method of nutrition, guys. Yes, it's just a different method. It's fine. It's just a flawed system. But I would rather have the flawed system of starvation. Fuck this guy, honestly. Okay. What? Tell me why. Okay. Fasting.
We're talking about hypotheticals
Yeah.
in this situation.
Yeah.
So
We're talking about hypotheticals, okay?
we can I can just hypothesize that you found Dan. Not even
Well,
hypothesize.
no, we're not talking. Well, we're talking hypothetically, but we're
Like,
talking.
you found Dan, so you clearly.
But we went through a
were
lot of
able-
people before we found.
Yeah. Well, you could have arrived at Dan as well, is what I'm saying.
It would have taken a lot.
Okay, what are we talking about here, boys? We've got the one saying you found Dan and it was hard to find Dan. And the one saying, yeah, but you could have found Dan on the first try. Hasan, is this your level of argument, sir? Is this as far as it goes for you? Is this really the depth of your thinking?
Lot
Strenuous
longer, and the
process.
business might not have survived.
So
There was a point where the podcast almost got wrapped up.
Yeah.
So why is it better in theory to have that extraneous of a hiring process than being able to kind of just people try things out?
this is only one aspect of it, but what you're talking about, like the extraneous hiring process, also would exist under a social democracy as well. It should exist in some form under a social democracy as well, like
Why?
some level of protection from being fired.
But so in social democracy, you're not rev sharing. So there's like this
Yeah.
big thing that you're like, I'm a business owner. I've created this business for my own
Mhm.
sweat and blood and tears
Mhm.
over the last 10 years. And I'm making a lot of money. I got to hire this guy who I don't know anything about, and I got to cut him in on my profits. That doesn't exist in social democracy. So the risk to me as the business owner is way,
It
way,
does
way,
exist,
way
but
less.
it's much smaller to a much
way less.
smaller degree because it's supposed to exist through unions. And once again,
You're supposed to trust the unions. Ethan sounds so much more aggressive. Yeah, he's fine. He's not aggressive. He's good. He's just, but you know what seems more aggressive is his tics. When he's sped up, this stuff looks really crazy. Okay, so what makes better? Tell me what makes that a bit better. It's supposed to exist through unions. I mean, because okay, tell me about the unions.
it's not just revenue share.
not- but it's a
Everyone
big
always
difference, bro.
everyone always focuses on that aspect of
not
it.
just
But
revenue
rev sharing
share.
comes in the form of benefits. Rev sharing comes in the form of like how much we invest in R&D, for example, or what kind of
Okay, unions. Okay, and then it's not just revenue share. Not just revenue share, but what if? Wait. So is it revenue share or not? Is revenue share a must? What is fair compensation in your world? Please, Hasan, tell me what is fair compensation in your world?
R&D initiatives we
Just research and decide. Okay.
invest in. All of these decisions are made by a
Hello, Patrick. I'm whispering because Gordon needs a good night's sleep. And I was going to end stream early, but then they said just whisper. So that's what I'm doing. Fair compensation is Hasan is the richest guy in the group. Ethan giving all his money to the poorer people for free. Beamer, I think you're onto something. What's up, Patrick? Also, happy Halloween. We also thought that it would be okay for me to do a whisper stream because, what's the name? It's Halloween, so it's poopies, poops, poop. It's poopers, poopers.
board.
Well, that's
That
all
is a
regulated.
fiduciary
That can be
responsibility
regulated
to the
social democracy.
shareholders that is not regulated under social democracy. This is the major
What
point
do you
of
mean by rev
contention.
share then? Because you in our
Like
example,
in Germany, they have a trade union representative that sits on the board of executives, but that's only one. That's only.
Happy Wiener. The wave of scuff and memes. That is my stream. My stream is the wave of scuff and meme. Just hold on, I'm gonna check what Xmind said. Xmind still gives 0 fucks about my tweets. Assholes. Assholes. This is someone's king somewhere. Yep. They're out there. I'm going as a good person for Halloween. I'm not even going to steal any polls from front steps this year. Well done, Pappy. Good boo. We are being courteous of Gordon's tomorrow. Yes, we are. Oh, he's actually awake. He's just come out the door. Shh. He's getting a snack. ASMR. Highly specific, yes. But according to the internet, me whispering is totally good.
What porno should I be doing?
It's for you. I thought you were sleeping.
I saw your pet there.
Oh, okay. I can speak normally, guys. He's been awake. I didn't want my baby. I didn't want to wake you up. He doesn't care. Hakars are a thing? Is that a hick? What is that? Who cows? Do you want to speak normally? I mean, I think you guys are over it now, aren't you? I'll keep it dark and spoople, but I won't whisper anymore. Who's a cow? Moo cow. Moo a cow. Wait. It was a good meme. Thank you, Beamer. Basically, it's MMT. his what's it? I'm still under it. You're still under what? I mean, oh, see, now I've gotten used to it, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, we're gonna uninsert the. Take it out, pull it out, pull it out. There you go. All done. I'm still gonna whisper on my end just in case. Thank you, Patrick. You don't want to wake Gordon up, even though Gordon's asleep. I mean, not asleep. Okay, let's go.
Only one aspect of a larger board that is still representing the interests of the shareholders, those who own the company, who never have seen the company. They can, even globally own it, right? So having one vote in that situation is not as good, in my opinion, as having all of the vote, all of the power, making these decisions as a collective, something that kind of is not legally enforced here, right, in your structure, but you abide by because you're a nice guy.
Imagine if he was aware and jump scared you. Yeah, exactly. He loves jump scaring me.
but he didn't. Would have been perfect. I know, but he didn't. That's what he gets for not watching. So
Many people are not going to be like that. And I'm saying right, power making one vote in that situation is not as good if seeing the company. They can, even globally own it, right? So a trade union rep board
But that's
that
all
has a
regulated.
fiduciary
That can be
responsibility
regulated
to the
social democracy.
shareholders that is not regulated. How much we invest in R&D focuses on that aspect of it, but rev sharing comes in the form of benefits. Rev sharing comes in the form of like how much we invest in R&D, for example, or what kind of R&D initiatives we invest in. All of these decisions are made by a board.
But that's
That
all
has a
regulated.
fiduciary
That can be
responsibility
regulated
to the
social
shareholder.
okay, he's trying to do where you get some responsibility. You get to make decisions. He's just going on with the co-op and just making it bigger. Okay? He's just carrying on with the co-op argument. I'm not going to add this. Or like, I'll just add co-op goes on to co-op. Oh, wait, I'll just say mentions decision. Actually, no. Part of his benefits of what he's trying to say here is actually, what's the name? Decision making by shareholders. This completely goes away from this argument. It completely, obviously it goes away. That's why he wants to do it. He just completely goes, what's the name? He goes away from talking about this problem of what actually happens if we because we're less likely to hire some people because of this profit share thing. You have to have someone that's in on the business. You can never have an employee. You have to have a partner. Everybody has to be your business partner.
Holders that is not regulated under social democracy. This is the major
What do
point
you mean
of
by rev
contention.
share then? Because in our example,
Like in Germany, they have a trade union representative.
In Germany, so in Germany, there's a trade union representative. It's great bureaucracy over here. Trade union. Okay.
That sits on the board of executives, but that's only one aspect of a larger board that is still representing the interests of the shareholders, those who own the company, who never have seen the company. They can even globally own it, right? So having one vote in that situation is not as good, in my opinion, as having all of the vote, all of the power, making these decisions as a collective. Something that kind of is not legally enforced here, right, in your structure, but you abide by because you're a nice guy. Many people are not going to be like that. And I'm saying that we shouldn't rely on the magnanimous
we don't have
nature
to.
of law.
We're going back to this point because we don't have to with the right.
Well, even an example,
let me
like
ask you,
the one I mentioned, Germany
point.
still yields terrible, still is susceptible
Germany's
to
not
the
a social
influence of
democracy.
capital.
Let me ask you this.
This is absolute hogwash.
Yes, it is.
Germany arguably is.
Yes,
not
every.
We're watching this, and thousands of people watch this. Hundreds of thousands of people watch this.
Much as
Okay, I don't know a lot about
America,
Germany, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to get
America
into
is
that.
a social democracy as well. The problem is, like, American social democracy is a laughable example of.
So let's
social
not use it
democracy.
then. But going back, why is it better? Because I don't think I ever got an answer. To have a strenuous hiring process.
Why is it better to have a strenuous? When you engage in commodity production with another person, I think it's perfectly valid to ensure that this person is not going to be like a scumbag and cheat you, fuck you over. I think it's good business practice, even in a capitalist sense, to ensure that the person that you're hiring is not like some fucking random dickhead.
That's just common sense.
And the more you
you
grow,
do acknowledge you do acknowledge the hesitancy to hire people.
I do. I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad.
I don't know what. Okay, we'll move
I
on.
don't think it's a bad.
I guess a bit of it.
Yeah, move on, because you're not getting anywhere. I'm okay with him saying move on because this is absolute. You're just talking at the top of things. It's like just a little bit of the hedge of this. What on earth, man? Jeez.
Because and as companies grow, you have different people in different units that also are, engaging in hiring. Like, it's just that workers now have more of a say in which direction the company should go, and that's a good thing.
It's not bad for me for like a week. On my business, I spent 5 years building. I don't want to give him a decision on where the company goes.
Yeah, thank you. He's just decision making is shareholder. Okay, he's been working at my company. I'm a person working for a week will have as someone who's been there, I won't put the words in his mouth, will have a say in the company. I don't want that. Okay.
I think that.
Why should he have that right?
Well,
You know
no,
what I mean?
I'm not saying the janitor comes in and unilaterally makes decisions. That's not how that works.
But I'm curious how it does work.
So it's communication. The other person is a human being as well. If you have a major disagreement, then you look for someone else to work in that position. This is how it works.
Okay.
The
I'm
only
not getting
difference in
a
that
clear answer on the
situation is that you don't have the fear of like subsistence living at the other end of that bargain. Whereas like you have better amenities, better protections, and
So by
therefore you're more
red you just make
comfortable.
good living conditions?
So
'Cause
shallow.
The idea is
that's what I'm
that
already saying.
It's just so easy for him to just say there will be amenities. Can't you make him go back to ask him how to build a business? How does it all work? Why are we even talking about this? Tell me how it all works in your mind, without just going, there's this, and just throwing it in and thinking that is a good enough explanation. Fuck, I hate this.
I don't think that makes socialism unique because we can provide good living conditions and
we
benefits.
can, but we haven't. Now that, by the way,
But
one aspect
again,
of social democracy that we've talked about is the domestic one. We have yet to even.
I'm sorry, I'm going to kill myself after listen to this total. Listen, man. Yeah, okay. I'll leave for 37 minutes and the ASMR goes away. Yeah. We figured out Gordon's still awake. He came out for a smoke and I'm like, I was whispering so that you could go to sleep. And he's like, I still have to pack and everything. What time do you fly? You gotta wake up early. So I suppose, do we finish here? Because Hydras doesn't want to be here either. But yeah, I said I was finishing this, but why? Things go on for too long and then they're just not good. Let's continue in diagram stuff. You think it's hard for a business to do profit sharing? Imagine doing that for a whole country. Exactly. Notice how Ethan keeps saying socialism and Hasan is consistently saying social democracy. The doublespeak is strong. Oh no, they've already agreed that social democracy is like totally okay, and it's totally a thing, and socialism is completely separate. Socialism is what Hasan is arguing for, and social democracy is not good enough for Hasan. Ethan is saying social democracy is supposed to be applied in America, but it's not. If it was applied perfectly, then all of these problems would not happen. And socialism is not the answer, basically. Just some socialist principles, but not all of them. That's kind of what he's trying to do. Damn. But yeah, the doublespeak. It's but the non-speak as well, just the words, just the I want to ask pointed questions, and it's just not making sense.
Uncover the other much worse side of social democracies, which is
like explain like I'm 5, Hasan. Does it not? Explain like I'm 5.
Resource extraction in the third world and imperialism. And that is a necessity under global capitalism, and that is the reason why we have the haves and the have-nots. On the domestic level, you believe that there's a regulatory agency.
Okay, he did another word salad dump. He did haves, have-nots. He mentioned all the things. He's doing all the bingo cards, and then eventually all the things on the bingo card, and hopefully you'll put the argument together. Yeah. Aspects are unique because we can provide good living conditions. Look at him go. Work in the position is how it works. Okay, you don't have to
else to work in that position. This is how it works.
Okay.
The only difference in that situation is that you don't have the fear of like subsistence living at the other end of that bargain. Whereas like you have better amenities, better protections, and therefore you're more
you just make
comfortable.
good living conditions because
the idea is
what I'm already saying. I don't think that makes socialism unique because we can provide good living conditions and benefits.
We can, but we haven't. Now that, by the way,
But
one aspect
again,
of social democracy that we've talked about is the domestic one. We have yet to even uncover the other much worse side of social democracies, which is resource extraction in the third world and imperialism. And that is a necessity under global capitalism. And that is the reason
Okay, so he's going to go, okay, here's another moral thing. BTW, imperialism, extraction of resources in third world countries is necessary under capitalism. Necessary under capitalism. That is the reason we have the haves and the have-nots. The reason we have haves and not. Reason we have haves and have-nots. Okay.
Then why we have the haves and the have-nots. On the domestic level, you believe that there's a regulatory agency that can make things more just.
I don't feel prepared to have a conversation about the third world stuff because I'm not super familiar with it.
Perfectly fine.
But like I can.
But you understand that like that's a part of how everything works.
So exploiting in the truest sense of the word is definitely.
What are you doing? Leaving. It's happening, guys. You have driven him away. Have a good one, Hydra. He just saying stuff. No argument, no logic, bad words, random bullshit, go. Yeah, okay, this is really rotting my brain. Have a good one and take care, guys. Sorry, Hydra. I'm going to try to listen through it, at least, and get to it. It was the ASMR. It's not my fault. Oh, what, the ASMR made him leave? Yeah. He saw me whispering into a microphone, and that was his last straw. CPAP saying, you know, Aunt Titty, this is the first time you interacted with me in a few months. I'll call this progress now about the range. No.
What's been happening
even on a capitalist understanding, that's like hyper exploitation.
I mean, clearly, I think that all humans on this earth deserve rights and comfort and a right. You know what I mean?
It is funny though. Like,
he's trying to claim human rights for socialism only. Socialism's the only one that cares about human rights. That's the only way we can guarantee people's human rights. Thank you for the tip. Thank you very much. Okay. But no.
One thing I will mention in the domestic, going back to the labor force thing, is that like we're so susceptible and so programmed under capitalist dogma that we refuse to see a world outside of it, and we're so captured in that worldview that oftentimes the number one counter against a socialist governance or democracy in the workplace or anything like that is always like, what do you want, the fucking janitor just came in yesterday to make these decisions? Like, no one said he's the CEO now. I just
want to understand how it works because you keep saying rev share.
No,
rev share is only one component of it. Rev share can be democratically assigned.
We'll say what?
Okay, here's an example. When I first started the podcast, I was originally undercast. It was fucking terrible. We quit. We started our own podcast, me and Will. We need a producer because we don't have that skill set. We need someone to change the cameras and maybe do a little bit of, someone to post the videos, do the captions, titling, thumbnailing, right? So in that situation, we looked for someone, we found someone, and we were splitting it 3 ways. We were splitting the revenue 3 ways, anything that we made, right? And even before that, I was also giving March money as well to make sure that he like at least had a fucking, had a revenue opportunity even when we weren't generating a lot of revenue, right? So.
Oh, because he just had money, so it was just giving money.
What did I do after that? The podcast grew. Fear and now has 5 cast members. We brought in Austin Show, my good friend, and Cutie Cinderella. And when that happened, us 3, we got together and we had a conversation.
Okay.
Do we need more hosts? Do we think that this will be beneficial?
Right.
Do we think that we will end up making, more revenue, generating more revenue in the long run?
Right.
Will we have people with unique creative ideas? Like I care more about creative output than anything else than revenue. I haven't even touched the fucking revenue that I've generated from the podcast. And we got together and we had a conversation. And I think that is a significantly more equitable and just and better way of doing business than me hiring March, me giving Will some money originally, like a fat salary, or maybe cutting in on the rev share for him, and then giving March like a super high fucking wage, right?
He goes back to telling you what a great guy he is for sharing with the other people. 5 people.
Way higher than like the average producer, and then making these decisions single-handedly.
Let me add another aspect to your example. Let's say you need to hire a cleaner to come clean the office. She works for the podcast. She comes, she cleans the office. She works full time. How do you pay her?
The cleaner side of this is not like, I don't have an office like that, but the janitorial services.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. Yes, thank you, Ethan. Yes, boy. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Okay, we've got, go back to his example here. going back to this example, Hasan brings up his Hasan's co-op podcast. Started at three divided 3 ways. Okay, then Katru, let's give everyone a vote in the company, and then all the people who have with unpopular opinions will feel more alienated. This will not fix the problems the way you think it will. Hasan has no idea how this would work in totality. He does not. He just, come on. Just these little questions that Ethan is giving him should make him go, oh, yeah, fuck, that doesn't make sense, does it? Oh, it sounds like a good idea until we try and make it get bigger. Like, this makes so much. I love that question. Okay. Hasan divided revenue 3 ways, blah, blah. Then divided. I'll go over here and put then divided. 5 ways. Ethan, what if you hired a cleaner? Theoretically, hypothetically. Okay. Yeah.
Theoretical situation where we have someone that needs to do it. Yeah, we would also get together as a unit.
Yeah.
Okay, the existing company would get together and decide what level, just like hiring the 2 other hosts, we decide what level of revenue cuts we are going to take from our 5% to give
So you're making
to
a
the other
job offer.
person.
It's not really that different than a salary.
And once they get that job, and there are many different ways.
Yes, it's not that different from a salary. Fucking hell. Okay. Let's go back.
Theoretically.
In a theoretical situation where we have someone that
Happy Halloweeny. Thank you, Bimo. Happy Halloweeny. Happy Meowloween. Belugas eat cats. No, they don't.
needs to do it, yeah, we would also get together as a unit.
Yeah.
Okay, the existing company would get together and decide what level, just like hiring the 2 other hosts, we decide what level of revenue cuts we are going to take from our 5% to give
So you're making
to
a
the
job
other
offer.
person.
It's not really that different than a salary.
And once they get that
Yeah.
job, and there are many different ways of doing this, but once they get that job, and let's say they worked for 2 years, 3 years, then they have a say in the revenue sharing structure and the power sharing structure as well.
Really? So you, as long as you can listen up, folks. Not BMO. Oh, sorry, not BMO. Okay, so not BMO for sure. It's not BMO. It's no BMO. No bueno, no BMO. Either way, thank you very much for the happy Halloweeny. Okay, so listen. If you clean Hasan's apartment for 2 years and you are being paid by the podcast people to do that, you will then start having a say in the business. Can you believe it?
Well, because it doesn't have to happen like instantaneously. A lot of people forget that.
Well,
like,
my problem is that in
Yeah.
the socialist economy, if this is being regulated by the government, people can get together now and decide to do whatever the fuck they want in their company. That's
Mhm.
great, you know. But in the socialistic economy, there's rules that says you need to pay her X amount of rev share.
what you're saying is not true.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Okay. Wow. So the reason we have sorry, that was the thing. What if you've hired a cleaner? So he says, basically describes, we decide as a company, as a group, decide on what part of the revenue. So we're going to take the revenue share and we're going to make it even smaller, and then we're going to give it to the cleaner, right? What part? He's like a child being introduced to this sort of thinking for the first time. This is somebody that has not actually had these conversations before and thought about why the math and the stuff involved with the practicality of running like you don't have to be a what's it a BCom, not BCom, a MBA person to understand this. Can you believe Lucy is grown as woman? Yes, I can. BMO is a literal angel, right? Okay. As a group, part of the revenue share to the cleaner, then later, after working for a couple years, she could then have more of a say in the profit. It doesn't happen all at once. That's great.
Yes.
Because you want a social democracy, which kind of exists, and market regulation exists.
What makes Hasan think that the others in the company will have the same degree of passion for the growth of the company? Isn't this an issue in co-ops and they fail because of it? That is a good question, Nico. Like, okay, but because everybody is now deciding that this is their business. It's their business. It belongs to them. That's what we have to make sure of when we do this, when we think this way. Kapisa. Okay.
This under capitalist formations, and plenty of capital owners hate that. As a matter of fact, I would say universally capital owners hate any kind of market regulation, which is why they choose to erode it as best as.
Okay, sorry, I need to go back to the
Socialistic economy. There's rules that says you need to pay her X amount of rev share.
What you're saying is not true.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not what under a socialist economy, Ethan, under a socialist what you're saying is not true. Not true?
You want to know why?
Yes.
Because you want
You want to know why? He's a child. He's an absolute child.
social democracy, which kind of exists, and market regulation exists under capitalist formations, and plenty of.
Sorry, what did you say?
Okay.
You want to know why?
Yes.
Because you want a social democracy, which kind of exists, and market regulation exists under capitalist formations, and plenty of capital owners hate that. As a matter of fact, I would say.
What? He just said under socialism he would have to pay a certain revenue. Now you've gone to the social democracy thing and said again, remember my dotted line, again he's saying there are capitalist structures under the capitalist formations. Okay, capital owners don't like the regulations.
Say universally, capital owners hate any kind of market regulation, which is why they choose to erode it as best as they possibly can, or they use it to their advantage to create an artificial barrier of entry into certain sectors.
Yeah, I'm confused because you've taken it. He's just said under socialist. His example was socialist, and you've decided, oh, you're wrong, because in a social democracy, no, we're talking about your model of society, Hasan. You've got to defend that one, because Ethan is going into that one and saying, this is the problem I would have with it. You're going here and saying, this is the problem I would have with that. No, wrong. Yes, it is wrong.
I'm saying in a socialist economy, there's going to be laws. That
just
say
like
how
there
you-
are laws in a capitalist
I'm just
economy
asking
that
you,
capital
in
owners hate.
No. In a
socialism,
socialism.
how I'm saying the government is telling you how much you need to pay the janitor.
That's not how that would work.
Then how
Okay, how would it work, son? I fucking hate this guy.
would it work?
It would be government.
Isn't that how is that functionally different than a minimum wage? In our
That's my
society?
point. That's my point.
Yeah.
Why
Okay,
do they?
well then-
So
why
I
do?
think
But socialism is much more radical. We're talking.
not.
Social.
It doesn't have to be.
Moving
I think it's-
America. Moving America.
Wow. Okay, so we got Dan the socialist over here. Okay. Why aren't we just talking to Dan about socialism?
to a purely socialistic society. Instead of, my thing is, I think social democracy is better than socialism. And you guys are explaining something that to me sounds a lot like something that we can already do without this huge undertaking of changing our economy from a capitalistic social democracy one to a socialism one. You're talking about a minimum wage. We already do that. And we can already do better with that via regulations. So
But the reason why we haven't been able to is because, like, I will
Okay, so now he's going to say the reason we can't do it under this is because capitalism is underneath all of this. Cool, Hasan. Now you're describing this being used over here in your system. How is it better? It's not. How is it better?
I think the best way to explain it is this way, okay? You like capitalism with socialist characteristics. I like socialism with capitalist characteristics.
Yo, you just said
You don't like anything about capitalism. You're not supposed to like anything about capitalism.
that. So we're both social Democrats.
So that doesn't mean that
What's the
no, I
difference?
still believe the government
Wait, what's
should
the
be.
difference now? You
the
said you like
difference-
social
the difference
capitalism.
is, no, I said I like socialism with capitalist characteristics, meaning that the governing economy, like the entire economy, still revolves around a socialist mode of production where
Okay. I am not. I'm going to make another part of this diagram where I'm just going to take notes because I'm not fucking no. I'm going to wait until there's new ideas. I'm not diagramming the same way. I just file. I don't know. Can we make a copy? I'll just go here. Just go back here. Chinzia has given up. Oh yeah, this can only zoom to a certain amount. Okay, there you go. I give up on following this. I will now note ideas. Any ideas that seem relevant. Let us pretend this is, we're planning degeneracy in the AI chat. You know what? I'm done. Pretend this is. I said I was going to finish this, but I cannot. I can't. I failed. Fuck this. Goodbye. That's it. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I can't. I can't. Guys, this is another one. I said I was going to finish it, but I can't. This is, you know, I'm going to even write a comment. Where's the comments? I tried to diagram this discussion. I gave up. At the hour mark. I can't. I'm a failure. Goodbye, crew wolves. I just can't. I can't. Okay, so let us see the memes. Hold on. I found Lucy on stream. She has such an amazing grasp of using them to punctuate her points or convey a playful tone. I never met anyone else who could be so expressive in text. Aw, Lucy. You got further than I expected. Thank you, guys. We didn't even get to the China part. Darling, where's the China part? Give me a timestamp. We can go. I've got an idea for a bit of workflow. I've got to find key moments in the exam, in the thing, and then yeah. Or are you talking about the? Okay, so let's open the image in a new tab, and let's go here. There we go. Ending with X. That's what it is. That's what it's like. Okay, let's go to this one. Nico's done his magic here. Kita after coming back after a long time. X-Man. Fuck you! What's this? A utopic system, capitalism. Utopic system that has a track record of authoritarianism, but at least it says feel good stuff. Yes, exactly. That is, you know what? That's the diagram. That's the diagram. That's all that matters. Choosing socialism while not knowing how stuff works. Choosing socialism while not knowing how stuff works. Exactly. That's a good one. That is a great one. This is canon now. I don't care if I learn otherwise. That was Hydra, it looks like. Yeah, Hydra looks like this, guys. Hydra looks like Hackerman. This is Hackerman. Let's go here and see what's going on here. Oh, this is cute. What is this? Well, I don't know if it's cute. Let's see. Open here. Please be quiet in this stream. ASMR voice. I'm hunting rabbits. Shh. I even turned out the lights. New stuff in the AR channel. Cool. Let's go here. Hey, Demon Kitty. There's no art channel that I can see. So this is the real art channel. The real art by BMO. Very cool. This will be my new what? Okay, so stitch in a skirt and party. Oh my god, panty flash. I love the little. This is so cute. Okay, let's just bring the whole thing here. This is so cute. I love that. Choose 5 for the focus. What? It's adorable. So glad you like it. Panty shots. Oh my gosh. Planning panty shots. Damned mobile data. I'm waiting for it to load. That's amazing. I love it. There's no art channel I can see. Yeah. And this is with the color. Very cool. And it's not, I guess it's, we should we put natural art channel? We should make that a natural art channel. But yeah, guys. Holy crap face. It is great, BMO. It would actually be a great profile picture. Natural selection art. Then BMO, you will be the officer that has to, if there's something that has been created by AI and it's put in that section, you can check it out. Okay. Line smoothing tools use AI. No, say it ain't so. It will be the start. You'll be the Stalin of the art channel, the father of the revolution. But yeah, guys, I know this is a short one because it's an hour out. We did look at the memes. I don't use a light smoothing thing. That's very cool. I'm very excited about that. I will have to do more ASMR so that I can inspire more. Huh? Yes! She yelled. Anyway. Chat in Discord voice chat. Chat in the Discord voice chat. I would need to be on a VPN for that. But I guess you're saying that you're there with Galente. I don't think I'd be able to join you guys. Well, I mean, I will. I'll get on, I suppose. But stream is done. I suppose we can be like, the exclusive Patreons are on the Discord. VPNs aren't real. They're not a thing. I don't have one. So I'll be able to talk. I'll be able to hear you guys maybe and type. Okay. So see you there. Okay. So have a nice life, everybody. I don't know. Tell me in the comments how much of a weak person I am for not finishing this, but I couldn't. Hydra himself could not. I just could not. Anyway, thanks for coming back. Thank you for not unsubbing while I was on holiday. That really is great. Thank you for tuning into the Thinkers streams, and thank you for tuning into this Thursday's Thinkers stream, which will be on totally many topics that will be so interesting, very much so. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to Dorcas's to Nobody Asked You podcast. That will be on the channel list in my what's the name on my channel. But yeah, if you haven't already, actually, let me get that link again. Just to, well, yeah, but I'll remind you on Wednesday as well. I mean, on Thursday. God, what are even the days of what the fuck? It's 11 o'clock. What did he buy? Huh? I must get it. Okay. Anyway, this is the end. Oh, yes, I was supposed to get the No One Asked You. No one asked you. Link. Fuck's sake. Send me an angel. I'll put that song because it's the song that's. Guys, if you have a song in your head, please put it in the music channel on the Discord.
Where are those toothbrushes?
I will help you now. I'm not sure if it'll send that, if it'll work here. But yeah, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. And you'll see us on Sunday. Have a nice life. See you see the patrons, you know. Bye. I mean, Kay, thanks, bye. God. Oh, yes. Hold on. Other people.
Go and subscribe, you shit.